Fan mail time. It's time for the fan mail. It's time for the mail from the fans. Hello, everybody. Danny here, and I'm joined by my good chums, my good pals, James, Baby Bottom Heaney, and Morgan.
That is not my nickname.
Bits.
I'm a full-grown man, Danny.
Yeah, but is your bet?
That's the question.
It's bigger than most. I'm pretty sure it's full size, full grown.
Well, I mean, have you measured it? Have you compared it to others?
It's 2 handfuls next to each other like this, if anybody's wondering.
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk's hands.
Yeah.
Big old mitts.
I can't see your screen, Danny, which is probably okay, because right now we're just doing our intros, and Morgan has a big announcement.
Sorry, James.
I have a big announcement?
Yeah. Announcements time. Time for the announcements, right? You got a big announcement?
All right.
I mean.
Yeah, Morgan, I think, is bringing something to the table.
Oh, I finally got my health care, so I went to the doctor on
that's awesome.
Monday. I know I've been complaining about my eyes a bunch. Apparently I have eczema, or that's what they think. And
that's spider eggs in your eyes?
Essentially, instead of being on my elbows and my armpits or wherever people normally get eczema, I get it on my eyelids, which is a goddamn nightmare. So I'm on some pretty powerful steroid creams and taking antihistamines to pass out at night, and so that should clear it up, hopefully.
You know, I've had
is that going to be...
problem, you know? Sorry, go on.
What's that?
I was just going to say I've had that exact problem before. Like
on your eyeballs?
Not on my eyeballs, but on my eyelids.
Exactly.
On my eye. Oh, are they actually on the eyeballs?
No, they're on my lids.
On your eyelids, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, on my eyelids, exactly. Yeah. So like here, like along the top of my eyelids. Well, not that you can see.
Mine is like the whole thing up to my brow and then under, like in the tear duct area.
Wasn't quite that bad.
Mine are just the traditional balls. It happens to the traditional balls.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Well, you don't. I mean.
Well, I mean, we've been on the air for 5 minutes, and we've talked about his bottom and his balls. So I mean, it's problematic, really.
He's a mess.
What was I going to say?
Actually, I don't know if you guys remember last week, but I was really disheveled last week with coffee spilling all over. Like, I was ready, and I don't know what possessed me to restart my computer minutes before we went live.
But
even that couldn't hold me down. I was like, I feel like it's going to be a good day.
Are you seeing James's camera, Morgan?
Yeah, it's a mess.
Why does he look like a zombie?
Are you kidding?
He looks like
I don't know. You're all green, and you have a pink spot on your one curl. It's following your curl around. It's James. At some point, it's going to stop being funny, and it's going to start being embarrassing. But you just have to choose when that time is.
It's always just me?
It's the bit rate.
Yeah, it's always just you.
Do you have like the bit rate turned right down?
I mean, I don't. Do you have a place to check bit rates in OBS?
I don't know. It's fine now because when you wipe.
Here's what I've been.
Hands across your face, it cleared it up. Weirdly enough, so
yeah. So for some reason, that cleared it up.
What I usually do is I use Streamlabs and use it as a virtual camera to have this pick up my camera. And this week I was like, oh, maybe that's what's causing the problem, is this like middleman between the internet. So now I'm just using my Logitech
bandwidth,
camera.
like me and Danny have been saying since the beginning.
I don't know. I feel like I have higher bandwidth than you. You're on Wi-Fi. I have 200 down, and I have like 20 up. Like a little. It's like it goes between like 12 on a bad time and 20 at the max ever up.
I mean, it looks great now. It seems to be better than last week and the week before. It's not doing that weird glitchy effect, at least yet. Touch wood.
Yeah, it's because he's not.
But like bubbles following my curls around, that's crazy. I don't want that. It's embarrassing.
Is it because you're not doing the green screen right now?
Oh, it might be.
I don't know. I tried ever. This is like, I'm not doing the green screen. This is just me with my background because I thought maybe that would be helpful.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and you
here's
muted
what
yourself
I want to do. I started
OBS
searching.
Ninja, right?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
This was something that I've been considering, is getting a VPN, which I used to have a long time ago. But when I was searching it, it's sometimes, I guess Spectrum, who I use, is known for throttling you if you're using certain sites. So maybe because I'm using Discord or because I'm using OBS Ninja, maybe it's throttling my connection. Because when I check my speeds are great. But when I looked, it says that Spectrum's known for throttling people, and the way to get around that is use a VPN, which I don't know how that would really stop them. I guess that...
Just because they won't be able to see what you're doing, basically.
But they can't... Do they even know about OBS Ninja?
Probably not. I mean...
because you're getting artifacting and... like
it's not as bad as last week, so, I mean, let's just roll with... I don't know, maybe we should just be grateful for the small victories, right? Like, at least it...
At least James is here.
Yeah, exactly. What was I going to say? Probably one announcement to make before we move on to the comments video. Obviously, at the weekend, we did I did the 24-hour...
this little humble brag. He's coming.
No.
Just so you guys know, I did a little thing over the weekend.
It doesn't have to be humble. You can outright brag, Danny.
Yeah, you should come in hot on this. You should be flexing on people. You should be headbutting people through the hallway. Like, yeah, you should go big.
Fine. No, it's fine.
The problem is you're at home, so if you headbutt people, it's like I don't even know who you live with, but those people probably don't want to be headbutt. No. Coworkers, they don't. It doesn't matter what they want. So come in hot, Danny. Okay. Tell us what you did.
No, well, it's not even so much what I did, right? Well, I mean, that was just the backstory. The fact that obviously I did the 24 hours live stream, just playing Sonic the Hedgehog for 24 hours.
Just playing Sonic, not a big deal, everybody.
Yeah. So no, we completed loads of games. So we completed like from start to finish. Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Mania, and Sonic CD. And still had like 20 minutes left over at the end to dick about on some trash games. So like that's a lot of games to complete from start to finish in 24 hours, frankly. And the weird thing is it felt like it went really fast, but then I look back at the footage and like one game, so like Sonic Adventure was like 4 or 5 hours but like, to get from one end to the other. But it felt like it went a lot quicker. So that was probably a very unhealthy thing to do. But the good thing is, by the end of it, we raised £1,133.33 for charity for the British Red Cross. And then amazingly, and this is the actual announcement, because everyone was probably there for all that business, but the actual announcement was that for some reason, the mad lad known as Zach Izar Real Bio, Silent Y, doubled it. He put in another 1,133 and brought the total up to 2,266.
He also already contributed like 100.
Yeah,
and
he'd
something.
already contributed like half of it.
He doubled his own.
No, I mean he did put like
pretty incredible.
Yeah, he did put like 100 or 200 in. Like so many people put loads in. So like, I don't want to like name loads of names because I'm going to miss people. But like, there was loads of people.
We should we should make a thank you video and maybe.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That'd be the way to go and name some names. Point some fingers.
Off the top of my head, I know Crispy put a load in. Jay's put in the $100, so he's going to be like guesting on a Danny Souls as guest coach.
Yeah.
So that one went. So someone did the $100 thing. There's so many I can't remember. But people were like super generous. It's amazing, like actually amazing how much we raised.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, I am still pretty fucked. I'm quite tired. My voice is still gone. But, but we're here for fan mail, so it's all good. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it.
Sounds Botnet has a good question. Where were you though, James? Huh?
I mean, where was I? I don't even know if I want to get into it.
So James, I'll let everyone in on the secret. James was actually underneath the desk with the controller, actually playing the games. It was a lie. Yeah, James was the one actually playing the games. I was just pretending to be the one playing them. So that's where James was. They've caught us, James. We couldn't keep it a secret forever. I can't. Am I missing comments? Because I'm. Oh, am I accidentally live on Twitch as well? I didn't mean to go live on Twitch. We are on YouTube as well.
Holy, what? There's not really any reason we shouldn't be live on Twitch as well, right?
Well, it's easier for me to do it, so yeah, might as well. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's all good.
I'll go monitor that.
Yeah, whatever I've done
Big
there.
Morg's coming in, streaming Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, is it actually? Oh, right, yeah. Have I actually got the title of it?
Now you should be able to do the exclamation point just chatting to change it to that, right?
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, it looks so much better on Twitch.
Oh, the quality, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you should be able to do game, just chatting, and hopefully the bot. There you go. Nightbot was unable to authenticate with the Twitch API.
Because you're typing that into YouTube.
No, I put that into Twitch.
I'm looking at it and I saw it show up on YouTube. So maybe you did it on both, but I definitely saw you put it in YouTube.
Oh, what?
And Nightbot responded on YouTube.
But Nightbot isn't on
Wait
YouTube.
a second. You're right.
No,
I'm in Twitch.
You're in Twitch.
Jeez Louise.
Come on, James. Come on, James. Don't do this to me, James.
I
Come on.
didn't know. I
Anyway.
didn't know. That
Well,
makes a lot more sense now.
I mean, we might as well do it on Twitch every
But
week. So there you go.
It
We'll
must
do
be, you know what it is? I think it's / or /. It's one of those slashes. And then that, because I shouldn't have even been able to see it say exclamation point game. It should have been like a command line, right?
Who's logged in as GameFront?
I think it's James.
Oh, can you
It's
just
not me.
somebody's typing is it? Well, whoever it is, can you change the game on Twitch to just chatting?
Yeah, I got it.
You're a good man. You're a good man. Okie dokie.
As
not
the
that
boss
good.
of all,
He didn't do a
things
24-hour stream playing Sonic. That's for sure.
Twitch. Well, we've had the same go live notification since I played on Friday. Just a heads up.
Isaac says, well done. I popped into the Sonic stream but couldn't stick around, but I did a great job. Thank you, Isaac. But also, don't worry about that. I didn't expect anyone to stick around for 24 whole hours. That wasn't, people were going to come and go. That's fine.
Kamikaze Ice was there for like almost the whole thing. He said he only missed like 5 hours of it.
Oh, sweet. That's amazing. He was there quite a bit, yeah. So, yeah, no, I mean, that's almost as crazy as actually doing it, actually. So, fair play to him. I don't know if anybody did the whole 24 hours. I don't think they would have done, but
How did you stay awake for the whole 24 hours? You didn't take even like a 20-minute cat nap?
Nope. I did have a few small breaks to get something to eat and stuff, but and I didn't take as many as I thought. I probably had like 2 10-minute breaks and one 25-ish minute break, and that was it.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How I stayed awake for that? Willpower. I don't know. It was tough. Do you know what I said actually? If I was doing anything else, so like if I was playing just one game for 24 hours, I probably wouldn't have made it because I'd have got what kept me going was the idea that when I was getting frustrated with one game but getting towards the end of it, the idea that I'd be able to go into a different game next and have it be a bit different and mix. Because the thing about Sonic is there's loads of different games, right? It's like,
yeah, but how different are they? Aren't they basically the same game?
Basically the same until you get into 3D. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. We did a couple of 2D ones, and then the 3D ones made it fresh again, and then you know what I mean. Like it, I don't know. It just I don't know.
He just did it. All right, get over it.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, let's do some fan mail. So anyway, let's do the old intro.
Oh, you know what might be giving me a bit of a hard time? I have to change to what I'm watching your stream. I don't need to see 60 frames, 1080p. You don't have to change it. I should be able to change what I'm watching.
Just for the
your
record,
stream.
I'm watching on Twitch and on YouTube in both 1080 at 60 frames.
Oh, you know what? Maybe what I should do is not watch it on Discord. Maybe that's what's causing me to.
Yeah, but then there'll be a lag then. Maybe you just shouldn't watch it on Twitch or YouTube. Like, why are you watching your own stream, James? That's the question.
Wait, Morgan's the one talking about watching the stream.
I'm watching. because I'm interacting with the chat.
Yeah, but if you pause the video, you can still see the chat. Like, you don't actually have to be streaming the video to interact.
But then, how will I know when James's camera goes all crazy? Like how it has purple highlights on his bangs right now.
Well, I mean,
I
can't you
think
see
it's
that
because
through
I'm
OBS
looking
user?
at There we go.
Anyway, I mean, you guys figure it out. Okay. AW8 said cocaine is why I stayed up. That's not what happened.
Cocaine.
Darkest Dragon. I popped in a few times. Isaac, energy drinks. Yeah, no, I didn't do any energy drinks or any chocolate or caffeine or anything. I don't do that stuff anyway. I just did it. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I did it.
Just flexing through the hours.
24. Shay says 24 hours of Sonic music alone might have driven me insane. No, Sonic music is amazing. All of it is.
It's
brilliant.
really good.
It's really good. That's another reason for picking it.
I would say all of the sound design, music, and sound effects are amazing.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's consistently good. Like, a lot of it goes from good to garbage, but the music's good. Anyway, enough of Sonic the Hedgehog. It's time for Dark Souls Deuce.
All right, from Dark Page, I like Morgan a lot. I like Morgan a lot too. He's a good guy. We all love him. So thank you, Dark Page.
He's all right. Oh, we've got a new subscriber. Hey, roll. Oh, that reminds me. We've got interruptions now from subscribers and things. But anyway, sorry.
Oh, because of Twitch?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it popped up with the nice little animation. But that's cool. Anyway, sorry, Kamikaze.
That's great.
Forget about it?
Forget about it.
Forget about it. It's an American dialect of like Italian Americans from the East Coast. Forget about it. Like mobsters.
I guess what I would have rathered is us to have Danny tell us what he thinks it is before we explained that.
Nah, I don't think so.
Because now...
I don't think so.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
AWS Gaming says, great.
I feel like this may be spam. Someone in the chat.
No, yeah, it happened like instantaneously when the video went up.
But what's funny as well is
how many hours ago was that?
You heard the man.
16 potentially. I think because Arabic text reads from right to left. I think it's just kind of screwed up the formatting.
I didn't know that it's the screen's pretty tiny, so it just looks like cursive to me.
Someone in the chat says it deserves a thanks for the visit, so I think...
But isn't when you reply to these types of things, doesn't it then legitimize it, and then it takes it longer for the system to figure out that it's a fake bot?
Well, Great's a very harmless bot. Like, I think if we've got, like, there's some bots out there to be worried about that we might have to fight one day. But maybe if we have something like AWS Gaming as an insider bot, that maybe is like, you know what? They were thankful for my visit back in 2021. I know that we're enslaving the human race, but they might fight for us. I don't know.
In fairness, I've had a look at the channel, and it doesn't seem to be one of those dodgy spam bots as such. And at least they're uploading actual content and stuff, and they seem legit, and they're not getting many views. Maybe they have used a bot or something to post comments, which is probably a bad decision, but I'm happy enough that they're not one of the really bad. I think it's just somebody who really wants to be famous on YouTube. Because his avatar looks like him and everything. Like, he looks like he's trying, bless him, so we'll let him off.
Okay. Kamikaze, all the heen torture tears. What the hell is that supposed to mean? I don't get it. Like, I looked at that comment and I tried to figure it out. I got crushed.
Yeah, you got crushed in this video.
I didn't get crushed. I got robbed.
Rocked?
I had taken all robbed, stolen from
ROCKED.
No. Danny, I had taken off all of my rings and like all of my armor, and I had no health, and I was just trying to get a little further away from whatever I was doing because I had a lot of souls, and I got invaded. And I got killed. And that wasn't fair because the reason I took all my stuff off is I had been in like an acid bath of type thing where I was going to destroy all my armor. So out of respect for the build, out of respect for our playthrough, I took off all of my defensive things, and then I got robbed.
I mean, being raided is something you can't control, right? Is raiding something that happens in Dark Souls 1? Because I've never really experienced it.
Yeah. So it only happens when you're human, or if you
in Dark Souls 1.
Yeah. So it
Well,
probably just hasn't happened yet. It'll happen.
I spend very little time human, so
Yeah, it's part of the game. It just James for some reason is a real magnet for it.
Okay, I thought you were going to say I'm not good at it, which I think could
Well,
be
you're not
argued.
good at it. I wasn't going to point that fact out, but if you want to talk about it, yeah.
I don't think you ever get invaded if I haven't already been invaded and killed by the person first. Like, there's no surprise invasions on Morgan's turns. Not
Well,
when
it's just
he's
not as
taking off
big
his armor.
of an like it's not as big as an event as it is when it happens to you. That's why you don't remember it. It's not traumatic for everyone involved.
It's only happened like once or twice.
That you remember.
And it's always been like you're fresh off the bonfire with all your health and everything you could ever want. And the person invades you accidentally and is AFK is pretty much the way I think it goes. Let's move on. No running past any enemies, Morgan. Well done, Morgan.
Thank you.
I don't know. I thought I did a well done job. I beat a bunch of enemies. I'm not getting any cheerleading over here.
Remember when you were trying to tell me not? Oh, okay, keep going. I feel like maybe you don't remember all the points of this video.
All right, so you raised your ADP, which puts your AGL to 104. 102 to 104 doesn't do anything, but 105, it gives you another iframe when rolling. Since you leveled it so much, you might as well level it to 105 AGL. Sold. I'm going to do it.
I think this is a thread of comments. There we go.
J1618, that NPC talking about tracking his new mark, is talking about you. He is the invader that killed James in this video. You guys released him last video, and he will invade in a few different endgame places. He's one of the cooler NPC invaders, and it adds a little more fun IMO to an otherwise pretty easy end to the Dark's DKS2 base game. Pill, yep, I hope that it'll teach you to not pull every level you see right away, guys. The Dark, how did I completely miss
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, yeah. How did I completely miss them pulling the lever? Pill, I'm pretty sure James pulled it, of course, ignoring abnormal concentration of messages on the ground in episode 47 when they got to Aldea's Keep. J1618, the dragon boss that people are asking James to fight is an optional boss at the end of the next level. You need to pick a fight with a neutral NPC, but they've patched the game to make the fight a bit easier than the monumental challenge it was at launch. And Pill says, depends. Way back when you could have a ton of lightning spears, that fight wasn't too bad either.
Well, we don't have any lightning spears. Isaac Sim says, hey, it's way late, so I don't have time to watch and comment, but if you do the comment video before I have time to leave a constructive comment, I'll just go ahead and leave this comment so that you're aware I didn't have time to comment or say anything constructive. That isn't to say that I won't watch this video later and follow up tomorrow with a more constructive comment. However, at this specific time of day, it really isn't a great time for me. You see, it's late, and I'm rather tired. Denning didn't say anything about that playing 24 hours of Sonic. So after I've had some time to sleep a while, I'll get back on watching this video and giving a construction comment. I'm sorry that I really don't have time or energy right now to leave a good, helpful comment, but as previously stated, I'm pretty tired. I'll be sure to get in this video this morning. I know how these video comments are useful to you guys, and I want to contribute, but sometimes you just don't have time to write a long, helpful, constructive comment. This is an expert walkthrough, and I want to do my part. If you've made it this far in this worthless comment, here's your gold medal. You won. That's
Yikes, Sims. He's here right now.
I thought that was a bunny rabbit from so far away.
This is Trolly. We're trying to have a real Dark Souls walkthrough fan mail reading, and these are the type of Trolly comments we're looking at.
I did read that comment earlier, and it did make me laugh, to be honest. So I was hoping you'd read it out.
Brad Hahn, the original version of the game, there was no ladder right next to the bonfire. You had to go through the level and kick it down to unlock the shortcut. In Scholar, they just flat out gave you the ability to skip the entire zone. Also, I was really looking forward to seeing Big Morgs try to exit the zone after breaking all those eggs. Jays, what the WTF decision making by the devs in these two areas for Scholar the First Sin. So something has changed. We won't notice the difference, so it will mean nothing to us.
Well, I mean, I've beaten the original very often.
Oh, you have?
Uh-huh.
It just doesn't seem like you know.
So Jay says, you guys, I'm not going to lie. Half the fun of this video was watching James come to the realization that he had just released 3 ogres at once. Yeah, I crushed them. I'd say at least 75% of my motivation to write that long step-by-step comment in the video started with the idea of pumping some fun into this area, enabling this scenario. This area can otherwise feel pretty drab if all you do as a player is just run to the end of the hallway and move on because everything interesting is locked away. James and Morgan did not disappoint. Yeah, Morgan was there, but I'm pretty sure it was James that did a lot of that. Morgan just came in and beat one enemy at the end of it, and then took a mini boss on.
No, James, come on.
He's talking about himself in the third person now. That's when you know, that's when you know you're in trouble, right? When
we did exactly what he thought we would do. You went in there, fell for all the traps. I saw all the traps, and then I
fell for all the traps.
Yeah, you fell for every single trap. You unlocked all 3 ogres at the same time. You got invaded. You fell for all the traps.
I was disarming all those traps the old-fashioned way. Okay? And I got invaded.
Okay. So and then I went in and beat it like they would expect me to.
Okay. The Dark Genius says, damn it. They completely misunderstood what I said. The fire plant man shows up 3 times. Once at your first primal bonfire, already done. Once in the crypt, already done. And finally, the final time in the area you haven't made it to yet. What I was talking about as talking to him as the final time. Okay, well so that clears up some of the beginning confusion.
Good. Yeah, we just want to make sure that we didn't miss him.
Yeah, I would feel awful if we had to start back at the beginning of the game again.
Yeah. I still think we're going to mess up the ending. I can almost guarantee
I hope not. I really hope not. Jays. Oh, wow. I think the fruits of pumping your agility really are paying dividends now. The animation to consume life gems seemed really short in this video. Lots of times you were fighting those red spirits and didn't get punished after eating a life gem because your role became enabled again so quickly. Yeah, I agree with that statement. And here comes Crispy AI, one of the big donors from the Sonic 24-hour stream, supporting ending loneliness in the UK. Crispy AI says, thanks for being a loyal and supportive member of the GameFront community, Morgan. Oh. Mm-hmm. Who was the stranger you were playing with? What is this? That's not a good comment.
That's so funny that you went in, you picked him up, you pushed him on these donations, and then all of a sudden you got him.
Dangerous says, there's only one thing for it. 24-hour Sekiro Bloodborne charity stream with James. Actually, that would be fun.
Yeah.
And Crispy AI says, absolutely yes. Oh, this was 4 hours ago. So this was a more recent post.
Yeah, I mean...
And that's interesting because...
Oh, no, well, I mean, it was about 24 hours after the thing had ended. Basically, yeah. This got uploaded quite late because, I did the thing and then I fell asleep for a day. And then I got up and then panic edited this and just put it straight up. The patrons were cool about it. But, a lot of people said, like, why don't you, if you ever do it again, not that I'm ever going to do it again necessarily, but if we ever did something like that again, what about 24 hours of Sekiro or Bloodborne or Dark Souls or something? And,
I think I could beat Dark Souls in 24 hours if I sat down from beginning to end.
So just
I'd hope so.
so the first game, the whole thing from start to finish in 24.
I think I
I
could
think
definitely
so.
do Dark Souls 3 in
Dark Souls 3? I've never beaten that, so I don't know. It seems like Dark Souls 3 is bigger.
No, I could definitely do it in like. Ooh, I'm trying to come up with a good number, so don't lie.
I mean, if you can do it in 24 hours, then why can't you do it in 24 1-hour episodes? That's the question.
Well, here's the thing: is it's a lot harder to do it where you take a break for a week. That was one of the reasons I was able to do so well on my live streams before. Like, people think it's because I try harder when I'm live. It's not the case. It's because like I get warmed up for an hour, and then I really start getting my groove on. So I was able to go through like it. I don't know how long it took us to get to Blighttown when Morgan and I were going, but I made it in 4 hours to Blighttown and died less than 10 times.
Yeah.
Have you even made it to Blighttown, Danny?
Well, I mean, that'd be a spoiler for future episodes, so I can't really.
Okay, so
can't really talk about that. No, but I see what you're saying. Like, obviously, you get into your groove and stuff, right? So, like, you become.
But James has been playing off camera, so I don't know what this excuse is.
Well, that's true. Well, maybe, but I mean, I see what you're saying though, because like I'm the same with Dark Souls. That's why we're doing the Sekiro stuff, right? Because like I park it for a week or two, come back to it, and then Zach's just like, oh, you're like James, you've forgotten everything that you learned last week because you've left it so long, you forget, right? Like you're not like every skill you have to use it or you lose it. So I kind of
put it on a shirt.
But would that make you so much more efficient that you'd be able to do it in like 24 episodes instead of 48, which is kind of what we're running on at the moment? Like, would it make you twice as good or do it twice as fast?
Oh, it would make me more than twice as good. I think I'd be, it would make me way more than twice as good.
Okay.
Well, what about when you started getting
I think
sleepy?
So. The problem is when I start getting sleepy. But that's why you turn to cocaine.
Okay.
Okay, well, here's the
Moving on.
Here's the idea then. Have we told James about the Sonic suit yet?
Oh,
the
no, we haven't told
Sonic
James.
suit.
Yeah, James, we got a big surprise for you. That should have been an announcement. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So we did a bit of an impromptu stretch goal when Morgan was chilling with me on the stream, and we may have said, if we reached a certain amount that, we might.
We didn't reach that, did we?
Yeah, we did.
We busted it by 4 times, and we said. We said
what?
maybe.
Why would you set such a?
We'd say maybe James would wear it.
It was a crazy goal. We didn't think we'd make it.
Hey, do you still have the picture? I think we should share with James the suit that he's going to have to wear.
Can I share this in chat?
This is what happens when you don't turn up, James. Just stuff happens for you.
Where should I share it? Is the question.
You just post it in our group chat, and I'll put it on the stream again, and James can obviously see it there. Don't worry, James. It's a lovely outfit. I think it will suit you.
It does not sound like a lovely outfit. I'm the kind of guy that likes to go out wearing a tie and like pants with a belt. I'm
giving you both options.
You can have one or the other. So,
oh my god!
So it depends which one you want to wear.
Oh my god, they're both horrifying.
No,
but I like the first one better.
You like the first one better?
Wait, so see the other one?
But they look expensive.
Oh, can you? I don't know if people can see them there. Let me see if I can put them on the stream properly. They are kind of expensive, but that was on the basis of like we raised so much money that I said I'd buy the suit out of my own money so that you could wear it. So this is the first option for people watching at home. This is what I like to call the horrific nightmare fuel suit, as modelled here by a member of the Undead. And then the second suit
that kind of looks like Daredevil, like hit the jawline from the the new Daredevil movies.
Similar.
That was his first outfit before going for the devil.
Yeah, pretty much. And then the second suit, which I'll try and just get to look fit on the screen here a bit better. There we go. We'll put that one there. So that's the second option, which is more of the derpy Sonic look. you know, there's it depends. It depends which one you prefer, James, and then we'll get it ordered for you.
I like whichever one is less expensive is my first choice, and then if they're about the same price, I like the one that looks a little bit more like the movie one than the cartoon one. The one that looks like a real hedgehog.
Neither of them look like Sonic, so I don't know what you're talking about.
The one on the left.
The one that looks like.
The one on the left looks like the movie Sonic before it was redone. You know, like the really bad one.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
hated. It looks
Yeah.
like it just looks like Rat Boy, right? It looks. But the Rat
looks
Boy
real.
one, the Rat Boy one is more expensive than the one on the right. The one on the right is about half the price.
I imagined. So if the other one's half the price, I would be willing to wear that one. But I don't think I'm going to fool anybody with the second outfit. People are going to know I'm a guy in a costume. But the first
Jesus Christ, he's gonna fool
they
someone
might
with
think
the
I'm
other
the
costume.
real Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't have seen him coming with the other.
Right now, you're a blob of colors on the YouTube or the Twitch stream, so
It's
it's
funny
just
because
a Morpheus blob.
I'm trying to get to it. I gotta see James like this. Oh yeah.
Well, now it went back to normal, but
Well, you know what?
Oh,
It is?
yeah, wait,
When I
that's
put
true.
The Discord stream full screen, it seems to do it. But when I go
But-
back to the OBS screen, then it's not.
from what I understand, is you have amazing bandwidth.
I mean, the bandwidth is better than it should need to be.
It's better than it should need to be. You are so lucky
It's
that this
200
bandwidth is
up,
better
so I
than it should need to
uploading
be.
my video footage at 200 megabytes up if I wanted to per second, which is not the best in the world, but it's better than my camera should be using. And my I'm sorry, upload is 20. But still, my camera, like when you look at the kbps that's going up from both, I guess I'm getting 4116, 4076.
Oh, I just got busted
So-
by Mikey.
Busted.
Oh, no.
What?
He's been chatting as the GameFront account, and Mikey's. Oh no! That's what are you doing? This is Danny. I am Daddy.
I can, yeah, it is Danny.
Look, my hands are not touching the keyboard, Mikey.
Well,
Mikey.
right,
shut
it's
up.
already been written.
Oh, he's got an angry hamster.
I think that's a cat. That's not a hamster.
I thought it was a cat.
Well, my eyes aren't that good, and it's far away, guys.
Oh, right,
so
because you have
sue me.
eczema on your eyes.
That doesn't make my eyes not see good. My eyes just don't see good naturally. That's all natural, baby.
The eczema is a plus. Thanks, God. Thanks for looking out.
Just remind me, because apparently the Darkest Dragon has left a few comments on this video and they're being held for review. So once we read this last one, I'll have a look in the review queue.
Is it possible somebody off camera should look in the review queue just in case?
Yeah. Is there a
The
reason
Darkest
it's
Dragons?
needed to be reviewed?
No, the Darkest Dragon's cool. I vouch for him. Do it.
There's some fiery things that sometimes are said by the Darkest Dragon.
I
All right,
vouch
never
for
mind.
him.
I'm
Let's
just
see
kidding.
it.
No fiery stuff. All right. So, proof that Morgan's willingness to try unfamiliar playstyles equals getting good. I think that's probably a reference to when you're doing the roll/attack, but I'm not 100% sure
Let's see it.
what that's in reference to.
Is it when I crack
Play that clip.
that
Play
name?
that clip.
Oh yeah, we should do.
Morgan lost 51,000 souls because he was too greedy, even though he was begged and begged by his best friend.
I mean, James is singing along to himself there.
Yeah, he wants.
I
me
know,
to
we're
die
gonna get
here
a
because
copyright
he
strike.
Doesn't think I'm doing the right thing.
No, it's all right. You only get a copyright strike if it sounds like the song that you're stealing.
What was I singing? I don't know. I could barely hear it.
You were
You're
singing
making
about me
something up.
dying and losing
Yeah,
my
and it doesn't.
soul
Makes sense.
It doesn't happen
You're such
for
a
like another minute and a half.
and good teammate.
Oh right. So are we? I have to skip forward a bit.
So you just keep
No.
no.
It's just
I think it was
one of
just
those
the fact that
dragons
you
does
were-
kill him eventually.
Okay. So we get
Well,
the
I
we get the
mean,
point.
He
maybe.
though, right?
loses all those souls, just like I said.
Spoiler.
I've
I don't
watched
lose
the
them.
episode.
They're just
Yeah,
there.
you lose him.
I don't lose them.
You're never gonna find him again. You're never gonna
that's
find him
right.
again. And then
Really?
you're gonna have a good laugh, being like, "Oh, I guess I lost him." And I'm gonna have to be the guy that comes in at a low level.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose them.
It's
It's
gonna
fine.
ruin me.
Why?
here's what's
They don't
fine.
matter. We're already too overpowered. Blocked words.
So this is the only one in the queue. So I don't. Is Jay's and the Darkest Dragon the same? person.
Maybe no, it's not. Maybe you have to refresh the thing because it's pulling the comments from before you made them.
Potentially. Let's do that. Nope.
But we could read. There's some Darkest Dragon that just showed up in the regular.
It was there.
You know what it is? He probably just put these in.
He did. He wanted us to.
Oh no! There it is.
What the fuck?
Now, just to be clear, comments that I made after the video starts, like that, you're cheating if you're trying to get us to refresh.
Unless you can just sneak him in there, and then if you're on the Twitch chat, you can tell me to say that something's messed up with the.
Join the Patreon. We'll read your comments after the fact.
And I can get Danny to refresh it, and then we'll read your comment.
No, don't do that because people will just put tons of comments in, and then we'll just take twice as long. No, that's cheating. If it's not in before the stream starts, then it's not getting read. It's as simple as that.
Sorry.
You heard it here. Daddy Danny says no.
Please Google
But
how
Danny,
to get
I want extra
engraved
comments.
gauntlets.
Yeah, more comments, please. May I have some more?
But you can just chat in the chat when the video's live. I mean, I'm sorry, but I have to draw a line somewhere with this.
All right.
Which chat are you watching, Danny?
Both of them.
Oh.
Yeah, modern technology, right? I can see Turtleface saying that I look very shiny today. I can see Mikey freaking out.
I thought you were going to get freakier that you were going to say you could see Turtle's face. Like, I'm looking at his webcam. I'm controlling
I gotta
it.
stop dyeing my hair purple.
Anyway.
Yeah, dude.
Just that one spot.
Which word?
Fix your stuff. Honestly, just fix your stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't encourage him to do that, Morgan, because he'll just do a new setup again. We don't.
Yeah,
He's gonna
James, do you have another camera?
He literally has to do a new setup because it's broken still.
Do you
He
think?
can't figure out how to just
Morgan,
make
do
it
I
work.
look like I have purple hair in the OBS window?
I mean, you look fine at the
No.
moment.
To you?
No, you don't.
Well, it's gone now on the stream.
It's gone now on the stream too. Okay, we don't need to worry about it. So Jay said 13 hours ago, which is a legitimate comment to read now. The last bonfire for Aldia that you need is at the start of Dragon City, which comes right after the dragon Aerie. You probably won't miss it. But basically, don't continue on with the game after completing these two dragon
No,
areas
stop
if you
there.
haven't found that bonfire.
Don't continue on with the game.
Period. You must stop now.
You're good, Zach. You're good. You're sharp.
Hey, Zach, are you gracing us
but
with
I'm
your
not
face
listening.
today? Or...
I thought I did.
No, you. I don't think it's.
Oh, I
worth it.
probably closed it after I realized I wasn't getting used for my looks.
Yeah, no. So, I've got a question
fuck
for
you.
everybody. I've got a genuine question. Do you think James has a green screen behind him, or is he just lying down on a pool table and just has the camera like mounted above him?
There's people who are like, "Hey, dude, can you move? We're trying to do." He's just like, "Yeah, I got a new setup, guys."
Great if a cue ball just went bang.
Yeah, I'm in the Hanano bar. Clack. Okay, I guess we're gonna break. It's just a Q-tip, just like in his ear, just one.
Yeah, you're supposed to stop when you feel resistance.
There's no resistance; just comes out the other
Just goes straight
side.
through the other side.
Yeah.
No. Anyway,
Wow.
we'll move on.
Heavy. Oh, it's been waxed.
Next video.
Well, do we want to
Next
catch up with the
video.
chat
Next
first before we do
video.
that? Or is there anything in the
Next
chat
video.
we need to talk about? Because I figure between videos we can talk
Just about how dashing you look, which is probably what you're trying to get us to talk about.
No.
Yes, Danny,
he's
you look
talking. No. He's saying that I look shiny. The problem is the
Dashingly
lights.
shiny.
Look at the lights, right? Like if I cover the I need a light that's in front of me and not above me, because the light that's above me it's making my head too shiny. That's the problem. I need better lights.
You need a makeup artist to come in the back and like dial down that shininess on the dome.
Yeah.
I think honestly,
It's not
you
better.
just don't want to have a light on top of your head. I think that
That's
you want to
what
have
he
the
just
light
said.
only coming from in front of you. Because if I had
That's
a light,
literally what he
my
just
head
said.
on top of my head would have the bad.
To be
would not
honest,
have
if
the
I'm going to
light
input my opinion, I would think that
Yeah,
as long
Morgan,
as
what do
the
you
light isn't like vertically directly above you.
Danny, you
then
taking
that's
notes?
Probably gonna
I'm
what's
taking
gonna
notes.
Fix
Yep.
your problem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just my
So-
opinion. I don't know what you guys are talking about though.
Yeah. Unless you're laying on a billboard table and you have that nice, cool type of is it, like a Coca-Cola branded light.
That's how James gets his light, coming at him from.
That's why the purple is happening every once in a while.
Because he lies down on the pool table and then he's got nice lighting.
There's like cathedral light glass.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Speaking of Daredevil, right, guys? We're talking about the one with Ben Affleck, of course.
For the next 24-hour stream, we should raise money to get James a new PC set up.
No.
No, there's more charities. There's more charities that need help.
That's when something's a lost cause, you just have to let it go, Danny.
James's PC needs help, but I don't know if we can raise enough money to sort of. But anyway,
doesn't make sense. Why would it turn
full-time
out
IT guy on?
It just doesn't make sense. That's not an internet thing. That's not my computer. My computer says that I have 5,700 upload speed.
5,700 what?
5,700
kilobytes.
kbps.
Yeah,
so 4,200.
Yeah, so 4.
In fact, when it goes down to 4,200, it looks better. I don't know what. Is there a way for me to limit it?
Do you know what you need to do? So you've got 4,200 kilobytes per second. Is that right? Or megabytes?
Well, now it's at 4,700, and it goes up to like 56.
And but sometimes. what unit is this in? Kilobytes? KBPS?
KBPS.
Yeah, so that's 587 kilobytes a second, which is half a meg, which isn't a lot actually. That's very, very low.
Oh.
In fact...
What's yours say, Morgan?
Well, my camera's frozen, so I think James and I must have similar issues.
Let me see.
Oh, doesn't yours just say it at the top of your screen, Morgan?
No.
Fresh.
I'm running.
Maybe I'm doing something wrong with OBS.
Speed test. Maybe you're looking at frames instead of...
No.
Do an internet
I
speed
should share
test.
my screen. At the top of OBS Ninja, it says, you are in a room, GameFront. Viewers 2, upload speed, KBPS, 3727 now.
Oh.
Which is strange.
That's not how you speed test your internet. That's how much you're putting up.
Morgan, I'm not a dum-dum. That's what I'm putting up right now.
You can see how I would be confused as to why are you talking about
last week I did a speed test, and I told you what it was, and it wasn't that bad. And it was...
Why do I feel like it's like that Office episode where they run by
is floating somewhere around 2,300.
So that's like half as much as I'm doing.
Yeah. So are you trying to push like 1080p video at 60 frames?
I don't see any options to lower my bandwidth. So maybe that's the problem.
From OBS, your OBS Streamlabs.
I'm not using OBS. I'm just using my
output from your camera.
It's just plugged in USB. It doesn't say. I guess I could probably try to change. I don't even see an option to change my resolution on the camera.
No, I don't know. I haven't even changed anything on here. There's nothing on here that
I just clicked it. Different. I just clicked streaming. Let's see what that does. My camera has a button to click that says streaming.
Why don't you? Oh, it's probably because you're pushing at 1080 60 frames from your camera set from the Logitech. So open up the Logitech and change it back to 720.
I'm looking at Logitech
every week with this,
and you put it to 720 at 30 or 60?
I don't have any option for the resolution.
The show is just
in
James.
Logitech.
It has come down to
James.
tech talk.
We're
you don't have any options.
So how are you, Zach?
Not for resolution.
I'm doing pretty good, Danny. How about yourself?
All right, I'm going to walk you through this. No, we need to do this on camera.
Like there's
You're using Logitech Capture.
Just crosstalk and they don't even notice. It's great.
I'm using Logitech gaming software, which
this is going to be like the new city of New York or whatever. Just like you got to break down everyone's conversation. You get the real story.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So
we're using the wrong software, guys.
Oh, what? What is he using?
He's using Logi Gaming something.
It's a hub, and my camera comes up in it. It automatically opens when I start my computer. It's like it has a picture of my camera.
Okay, so go to the software. Use the software that I'm telling
forever.
you to use. Okay, well that's your problem. All right. I'm telling you that's your problem.
This is what I do when James gets into this technical talk situation. Alexa, red alert.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't know why he's like, this is what I've always done, and he's always had a problem. Like, stop doing it that way. And start doing it the way that I'm telling you. Like, I don't understand.
Wait to be able to punch you. First person punching. That's what I want to do.
All right, you got Logic Capture all up and ready to go.
I don't have it. I've got to find it. Where do I get a link to download? This
okay, go to your internet browser and type.
No. Don't tell him to go to his internet browser.
Oh yeah,
sorry. And I'm at Logitech.com.
He's in Brave. He's making his crypto coins. He's got to watch a couple ads.
It's a good thing we've only got 4 videos to get through today, right?
It's their official software.
Oh, James doesn't do official software. That's not something James does.
He barely does software.
We're looking for fourth-party software.
Not even third-party. Just random.
No,
he takes one more step.
He doesn't even know. This is stuff he's written himself in Visual Basic, like in a notepad file. Like this is just like batch scripting. Like, there's no software here, guys. Like. I honestly am losing the will to live with this.
I don't know. Did we get an answer why James wasn't at the charity stream? Why was James not there?
Yeah, the official
Nick Cage and Jason Statham showed up.
It's not really appropriate to talk about, but he was dealing with a major life event, so we shouldn't troll him about it.
But the real answer was he was underneath. He was actually the one underneath my desk playing the games all along, right? It wasn't actually me playing.
He wasn't playing the games. He was keeping you awake. Yeah.
Moving swiftly on.
Are
we ready? Are we ready to move on to that?
No, we're not ready. James, did you download it yet? Do you want me to send you a link?
I can't find this software. Just send me a link right to it because I do not see that software.
Okay, I'm on Google right now.
God, it reminds me of my dad.
Logi.
Okay, I'm on Alta Vista and I'm typing in Netscape Navigator. All right, so who needed a browser?
Pops up is this thing that we need.
Oh, Yahoo owns Alta Vista now.
Oh yeah, it got bought today. TJ Slushy says, James, if nothing else, he's very consistent in his resisting of the gentle lentils advice. both
Ergo, why our lentil gets less gentle. The lentil's getting tough. It's not being tenderized.
Tech live stream.
I had Madras lentils last night.
I'm downloading it now. But the thing is it's probably going to require me to like lose my
restart your computer
to do this. But
reinstall Windows 10 on a couple hard drives.
I've been using. Maybe
you're not going to need to restart. It's fine. It just takes control of your camera, and I'm sure if I looked at the other software that you're using, I could figure out how to do it on there. But I just don't know what it looks like.
I have such a bad feeling about this. He's going to try and install this Logitech software. The next thing you know, all his hard drives are wiped.
It's asking me how many hard drives I want Windows 10 on.
How many hard drives does the JD have? How many would you like to install Logi on?
The next thing you know, he's installed Windows to his own mind. And like it's just
rebooting. That's why every morning it's like a computer booting up for him. That's the way. Oh, good. The power supply is still working.
So Zach is frozen for me, and no one gives him a hard time. No,
I froze again. It's true. You know why?
He's so far away. He's in Hawaii.
Is it because you?
Far away.
Is it when you? Do you minimize OBS?
Yeah,
major and
I think it might be something like I'm doing like that. Maybe James, is that something you're doing too?
I think we should just. Anymore. To be fair, the ironic thing is through this entire conversation, James's camera has been fine. So.
Yeah. Mine's still now having issues, but it's all good because I'm using this Logi game software.
We're doing this for the long haul for James, so he doesn't have to deal with this next time.
He's right. It is for the long haul.
And I'm sure he won't try something else.
But Othersiles.net points out that this happens every single week. So we say it's for the long haul, but we'll get to next week and you'll have changed something, like you'll have got a new setup again.
Well, I have a new camera coming in next week.
Oh, no.
It's a knockoff brand webcam.
This is a waste of time. This is
it says my camera's not available.
Okay, so shut down OBS Ninja and then get your camera available and then open up. You know how to do it, Jibbies. I believe in you. You can do it.
I hope when he starts it up.
It's available now.
Yeah, because you just turned it off on Ninja. Oh my god. Oh, it's so hard.
So now James.
Okay, so now you're in Logitech.
Resolution 720, 360p. What should I put it?
Mine froze again.
Yeah, you can put it in whatever one you want.
no,
I'm running it
yours
at
is okay.
720, but 360 is fine. And then you can change the
720.
frames from 60 to 30. It's fine too.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe
All right, put it at 30.
Things like that
And
too.
now, how do I get this to be my camera on something else now? It'll just work.
So now you just open it up and you don't. You're setting the camera settings there. Now you can shut it down if you want and open it up.
Now open up Banana Mixer.
OBS Ninja and it should be fine.
Pour your cup of coffee on your
This is a pretty
keyboard.
nice program. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's great. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it.
I just want to let you guys know that on Saturday I did a live stream for 24 whole hours and I didn't have one technical issue. And
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You made your sandwich too cold.
Oh, I did make my sandwich too cold, but that wasn't
That's a
really.
technical issue.
I made a sandwich earlier in the day, so it I didn't have to actually spend too much time making something to eat. But like someone's turned the fridge settings down quite low, so by the time I got the sandwich out of the fridge, it was basically frozen. And a frozen sandwich is not ideal.
Yeah, sounds gross.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but it was edible. It was, but like, mistakes were made. But apart from
It was ham and cheese and what?
Just ham and cheese.
Mayonnaise?
James, are you going to come back in?
Oh,
What's going on?
there was some mayonnaise on it.
It's telling me that it cannot start the video source now. So I probably just have to exit out. I'll be back in 1 second.
Why does
Remember
James'
I
camera
told
look
you to
like
close
he's like
it?
got some stage lights there or something? Or what?
Remember when I told you to close it and he didn't close it?
No, I don't.
You don't?
So literally
Yeah,
mayo, ham, and cheese, and then like what? On white bread?
On white bread. But the mayo I added on after I took it out of the fridge, you see. So the mayo didn't get frozen. So that's at least a step in the right direction. But the rest of the sandwich was, iced.
I'll be right back.
Oh, you're going as well, right? You know what? Right. See you later, guys. Let's just.
Oh yeah, this has been fun.
Morgan, now my camera doesn't work at all.
Now I hear myself in the background.
Should me and Zach just do Danny Souls while you guys just work this out?
Danny Souls.
Right, we can spend the next 20 minutes just doing the comments on our video, and you guys can
Half
just...
the comments in our videos are from me anyway, so just skip them. Just kidding. I'm kidding. There are people who write important things.
Have they actually left?
Yeah. Morgan's getting in his car and he's going to
I'll be back in 1
try
second.
and strangle him. James is finding the sharpest weapon he has to defend himself with. It will be a sport.
Morgan's just jumped into the car and he's off. I mean, you better you better bolt the door, James, because I think he's coming for you.
No, he'll just Kool-Aid man his way through the side wall. I'm sure there's some construction worker outside that has some sort of sledgehammer, or there's a crash truck that he's stealing. Give me that trash truck. I've got a friend to go throw in the back of this trash truck.
Unreal.
Hey, are you Morgan from GameFront? Fuck you, it's gentle little bitch.
Oh my lord. I don't think you know what this is. The live stream, since it became a technical disaster, has actually managed to gain far more views than usual. We're on like 31 viewers at the moment. Maybe people like to see James just fail at technical stuff.
It's like when you pull
Kind of my
fish out of
signature
the water.
move.
Well, watch it flop around. Watch the fear in its eyes, and you're the only thing that could save it. But you're not gonna do a single thing about it. And you know what you're having for lunch? Chickpea tuna, motherfuckers, vegan. But I'll watch that fish flop around all day, James Heaney, baby bottom. It's 2 handfuls, right? 2 handfuls, right next to each other.
Oh boy.
It's a pretty day outside, and here I am.
So, I don't know what to say. It seems like
I think me and Zach should just read some Danny Souls comments while
I'm
you
the only one in the OBS Ninja room now, so.
like
But my camera.
Yeah, I don't know where Morgan went.
If
give me
his
one more
camera
second. I
comes
think I know
on
how to
and
do
it's
this.
like the Wizard of Oz, and there's a silhouette of a man in a noose.
Wait, he's still not back?
Oh, Morgan's here.
his camera's not back, and then we weren't quite sure where you went, and like we were just.
I went
like,
to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Because we were like, should we do Danny Souls and just wait for this to get solved in a year's time, or should we just? I'm not really sure what's happening anymore.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you guys can still hear me, right?
I can hear you. Like,
Oh, Danny. Danny, come on.
I literally like, camera's gone.
well, yeah, he left. I mean,
James, what are you doing?
Zach's frozen
James,
again.
Will you look at the tray and see if Logi's still open up in the tray if you just exit out?
I have just shut everything down. We should be able to do it now. Maybe I need to restart my computer. It was kind of like one of the things I was, I don't know, worried about.
No, you don't have to restart your computer. Why would you do that?
Maybe not. Maybe.
No, you don't. You just don't.
I think.
Well, the problem is every time I try to get my camera to go on,
an angel bursts.
it doesn't work. I can see it in Logitech. In Logitech, the thing that you just have me install,
Do you know
it
why?
looks great. It looks wonderful. There's
Okay,
so many
but how are you
options.
Do you
seeing
have-
if it's closed down?
What I'm saying is, yeah, if you
Because I'm
have it
checking the
open,
taskbar.
yeah, but if you've got it open,
No, it should be closed. That's what I remember. It should be closed because
Yeah.
it's gonna. Of course, it's gonna have your camera locked into that if it's open.
yeah, only one program can use your camera at any one time. So you need
Unless
to
you have
close
Logitech.
I know. I made sure to close everything.
Did you- even in the tray?
Bam.
Even in the tray. Even in the tray.
Okay. And
Even
then so
in the
what
tray.
is taking your camera?
I can get nothing. Like, it
Okay,
just doesn't
so
work.
when you go to OBS Ninja and it asks you to use your camera, what happens?
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
James, does your
James,
camera?
are you just not doing it because I'm asking you to do it?
Like,
You don't have to be stubborn about it. Just open it up. It
hang
works.
on. Just let's slow down a second. Just 1 second. James,
Trying.
James.
this is a nightmare.
James.
What,
do you-
Danny?
do
He's
you-
mad at me, and I can't stop him.
No.
This is
I'm
stressing
trying
me
to
out.
say, let me try this. Does your camera have a light on it to indicate that it's being used?
It's blue.
Yeah. So
It's blue.
so something is using it, right? So that means if it's little blue, something is using it. So so you OBS isn't using it because it's not working there, right? So something else must be using your camera. So you just need to figure out what else is, because if it's little blue, something's using it. So what have you got in your system tray at the moment? In fact, have you got Parsec open? Do you want me to just come in and fix this for you? 'Cause, like,
Oh,
Danny,
Danny.
don't come in here.
Danny,
Yeah, no,
please.
that's how the virus is spread.
right. Okay. I mean, I'm just trying to think of a way we can, like, get
We
this
need to
big-
keep
you know,
it
Get
Sure.
on with this
Put
video.
his hand in a bottle.
I'm just trying to think, like, how do we just resume with the video?
If James would listen to what I'm saying, then we would be on the road.
Listen,
Let's just assume that's not an
I'm
option
telling
for the
you.
moment. Let's just take
I'm
James
telling
paying
you, I've
attention off the
closed
table.
it. I guess I could go to my task manager. And
What
see if it's
happens when
hiding.
you open
It's not-
OBS Ninja?
I mean, it just, when I try to click on my camera, it sits for a couple seconds, and then later it says it cannot use my camera and that it failed to load. It might be used by another program, but there's no other program using it. I'm going into my taskbar to see if there's something hidden that. I'm sorry, I went to my taskbar and it's not open. Okay.
I'm not going
I
to
don't-
quote
maybe-
the IT
but now
crowd,
I'm
but I
into
am going to
task
quote the
manager.
IT crowd. Just restart your goddamn computer.
Maybe Discord is hijacking it. So go into your Discord settings
That's possible.
and change
that's
your. Can't,
Oh.
yeah, that
guess
wasn't
it's
an idea
possible
that you just had. I
Discord's
just
doing it.
told you. Go in there. and
Yeah,
touch it.
because I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere in.
No play by play. Just do.
Yeah, no, I want the play-by-play.
No, I'm clicking the thing now. It's opening up. No,
As
we
you can
don't want
see on
that.
James's computer over here, he's looking over here, right? But he should be looking over here. He has no
James,
friggin' clue what he's
I would
doing.
say you have 5 minutes, and if you can't get it figured out in 5 minutes, Danny has to come
Let's
to
just-
your computer
let's
and,
just-
and fix it.
Let's just.
5
Like the
minutes.
Let's
lawnmower
just-
man, it just comes through the
Let's
telephone.
just
You get
start.
five-
Like
You
sometimes.
get 5 more minutes.
Sometimes
we started
don't see
an hour
Zach's
ago.
face and he's on there.
Yeah, but no one really. Come on.
Oh, I don't know. I think you're quite a handsome-looking chap, Zach. Don't undersell yourself, mate. I mean,
Thanks, Daddy.
maybe you should just replace yourself with one of the cardboard cutouts, though. Just saying.
Okay.
right, I think I got it.
Fuck you, Danny.
I'm just trying to think of ways to fill what
You
is
think
essentially
you got
dead,
it all on your own?
dead air just
I
because
think
you're
I
just
figured
waiting
it
for
out.
James.
These
to-
are the kind of things that really boil my blood. I think I got it.
I think
is
I
what he
got it.
said. Oh, because you were using Snap Camera. You couldn't figure out how to use Snap Camera and the thing. Oh, James.
No, I got it. I fixed
We were
it.
all waiting for you, and you took the time to use Snap Camera.
What the fuck am I looking at?
We were all waiting for you, and you took the time.
I figured
use
it
Snap
out.
Camera.
Oh,
Is this what we've been waiting for?
This
whole
is what
time
we've been waiting
Has
for.
he
It's
just
because
been-
he
he's just
Jack
been
Nicholson
waiting.
one
Batman.
wrong.
Oh no! Oh no!
Show it to him. Show him what he's done.
Turtle face.
Oh yeah, you gotta pull it up.
Wait,
No,
I'm not on the
it's-
camera.
it's-
I'm not
I
on
can-
there anymore.
I can see
Why
it.
am I
You're
not
not
on
on
the
You
stream?
know what?
Yeah,
Don't
there you
reward him. Don't reward him for all his work.
So
Turtle
James
face.
has been wasting your life away because he didn't want to appear to just be wrong because he
And he
was.
stole
And so
Aaron's
instead,
lipstick.
he had to throw a curveball in there and add the fact that he was using Snap Camera, even though
Don't go
everyone
wasting
had to
my
sit here
time now,
and wait for him
baby.
to do this,
This is
so he could appear a little less wrong. You know how infuriating that is?
Listen,
what?
I don't know what to tell you, Morgan. It refused to accept my camera. But first
Because you
try
had
with
Snap Camera
it
open.
worked. I did not have Snap Camera open.
Oh.
I had to
Did you-
open Snap Camera.
I don't
Did
know
you
what to
change?
say.
Was it
I did
open
not
in the
try
tray
to-
because it opens automatically?
It's not open in the tray. I don't
right, let
have
me
it
in-
open
let me into your
automatically.
computer.
I never use
Let me in.
It's
Let me in.
It's working now.
I'm a
Never
parsec
gonna
into you
use
right
it.
now.
Do you know?
Let me
Do you know? Turtleface has put. I'm glad I podcast this while I work. Turtleface, you don't know how right you are right now. Like if you could see the video,
You would be fired.
you
Open up
yeah.
Parsec. I'm coming in.
Oh yeah. Open up
Never
Parsec. Share it with Turtle.
parsecing into my computer again.
Let me in.
I can't believe you wasted all our time while you were just
So for
basically
freaking Snapchat,
while
yeah,
you were just
I'm
putting
pissed.
while you
Let
were
me in.
installing this filter. And
Let me in your stupid computer.
What's horrific about this filter is just how like realistic like it looks. It's
It
I
looks
like-
really good.
For a second, I was like, has he actually like
I thought he did too.
you know, like just went away to make himself up, or like it's
James, open Parsec. And let
I'm
me
now
in.
disappointed, Danny, that you didn't do that
Let's
during
move
the
on
whole
because it's
stream.
never going to happen. Here's
Oh.
what probably happened. It's probably Discord has hijacked it. I never closed Discord.
Did you change your what camera you're using on Discord? Like I said,
Oh, there goes
No,
my camera.
I had already at
No,
that
you
point
didn't.
in time was opening Snapchat. I was already opening Snapchat.
I was
at that
already
point. And
opening
Snapchat
Snapchat.
worked easily.
that's
Snapchat-
because if
whatever.
that's true, that's because Snap Camera had already hijacked your camera because it was already open in the tray because it opens automatically.
I think it's because you made me.
Oh, you're
download,
digitized. You're
malware.
digitized in your face.
Son of a bitch.
You're digitized. Open up your gosh
Well,
dang
this is with
Parsec
your
and let me
stupid
in.
garbage. This is with your stupid.
Oh, this is
garbage
my
camera.
stupid garbage.
Hey Morgan, I need help with my camera. You want me to open up Parsec? You come on into my computer.
No, I don't want to see what I'm gonna
Go
find.
into
in
my
there.
computer.
No, it's a scary place.
I need some things
We
notarized.
can get through this video. Let's just get through the video. It's gonna be fine.
Oh,
We've
you're
already wasted
pushing
so
now.
much time. Can we
You're
just
pushing
have-
forward.
Can we just have like a complete the thought and have actually fix your camera for good?
I wish we could.
do we want to do that?
We
right
can.
The way the world works.
The-
Morgan.
the
Open up
the-
Parsec. I gotta go. I can't be here.
Morgan-
Honestly, I have
Morgan-
to leave.
Morgan-
I can't finish
Morgan-
this video.
Morgan-
I
Morgan-
can't finish this video and
Morgan-
record with him all day after this. So I either need like some kind of
Needs an hour.
resolution to this problem, or like just take the day off. It's too much.
Oh, you know what?
Well-
This is so out of hand. Other side spot that has been tilted. You've been tilted. Like other people
It's
in the chat are
infuriating.
asking for Alien Morgan to come back now, and I'm just I.
The funny thing is, it's probably this is what I've just come to realize. Morgan's got bad internet. Zach's got bad internet. I'm the only guy with good internet in town. And Danny, you've got good internet, but you can't handle how good my internet is coming into your computer and also
James,
spitting
what
it
are you
back
talking
out.
about?
That's why.
What are you actually talking about? What is your point?
You have 500 kilobytes upload speed. You have the worst upload speed I have ever seen.
No, Danny. Morgan's is at 2,300.
Okay, Danny, the number he was giving you is not his internet upload speed. It's the upload speed that's going into OBS Ninja.
Oh right, yeah.
He has no
okay,
idea
so
what
he
he's
was-
talking about. He's a blathering idiot. I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Hey,
I've
you be
never
careful. That's
seen-
the man
I
who
have
can
never
install
seen-
Windows-
the
Windows
so-called
10 on
gentle
mobile
lentil
computers.
so angry in my life. Like
I've never been so insulted in my whole life. This is insane.
This is one hot simmered lentil.
I tell you, right, okay.
All right.
I think we need a timeout.
If the chat wants me to let Morgan into my computer with Parsec, I will. But I'm not going to do it just because he's a bully. It's going to have to take internet bullying and a whole bunch of
what?
people.
I mean,
All right,
I
everyone.
honestly don't think I was so excited for today, and I honestly don't know if I can record today.
Can I get my money back?
This might be my max for the day. I have stuff to do.
okay, so no videos this week, guys. I mean, I'd like people are getting upset in the chat. Like, we need to move on. We really need to. Move
Yeah,
on.
it's crazy. It's
Oh, don't let that
infuriating.
dictate what we do.
I mean, the only thing I can say is for the here and now is that his camera is working. Just about. It's still glitching a bit. We'll have to live with it. I think we should just move on to Dark Souls.
We
3.
don't have to live with it. James is forcing us to live with it. There's a difference.
Okay, but I think for the here and now we just accept that James is,
Right.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean,
They're saying to let me in. Let me in. I'm opening up Parsec. I'm gonna delete.
I read
all the
one
files.
person
All
right. Let him
I'll
in.
let you in, but now that's going to make my internet even worser.
Okay, well, it's only gonna take me like 2
Worse.
seconds to fix it.
this video is going to make it into the YouTube yearly rewind.
Those are always fun, right? They always are good.
Yeah.
James, I'm
Will
asking you to
Smith.
come in. Please connect me.
All right, come on in. Come on in. You've got complete control, you internet bully.
Welcome to the James
There goes
Heaney
my camera.
Chocolate Factory.
This is a $5 super chat from the Darkest Dragon to basically allow you to let yeah, there you go, James.
Oh, and didn't you have comments that you refused to read from the Darkest Dragon that he wrote earlier, but you wouldn't read them there, but he should write them in the chat if you did.
I thought we did. I thought we did read it.
Oh, it wasn't even that.
Don't think we did.
As long as it's not that one. I was just checking, James. Jeez.
Anyway, thank you for the super chat, Darkest Dragon, and thank you for the support. Yeah, it looks like Morgan is now hacking into James's computer, so we
Hackety hack.
He is hacking in.
hopefully we'll get
He
a
has
resolution to
a
this soon.
surprising amount of things in his tray open, so I have to go through all of them to make sure they're not weird.
Well,
The surprising amount of things are things like, I don't know what meat now is.
Yeah, you gotta hide
that.
What is the circular
there's
thing with the eye
there's
in
two
it?
versions of it.
That
There's
is
one that's for
my,
business
that's
and
my
there's one for
system
pleasure.
care package from IO Bitware, and it's the thing that I can clear my RAM and check my CPU
Hey,
usage.
Danny, on the
temperatures.
stream the other day,
I
you were
don't know what that
talking
is.
about how you had a conversation with someone or on the stream that was from Raven Software.
I mean, we were talking about.
They
Raven
asked you
Software,
about Singularity.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great game. I really
Oh,
like
maybe the
that
video
game.
encoder should be different.
No, the encoder's fine.
There are so many scary things that I'm hearing right now, to be honest, because, like, I mean, apart from the fact that I've been on James's PC before and seen just how much trash is running in that system.
It's wild.
It's wild.
It's
But the
really
fact,
wild.
The fact that he's, like he's got a program to empty his RAM like it's still 1995, and
That you need to do that.
you need to do that. Like when
Yeah.
like Windows is so good now at managing memory for itself.
Okay, guess
you're
how many
making things worse for
camera
yourself.
sources he has.
7.
Just take a guess. More.
10,
More.
12.
More. More. He has 15 camera sources.
Oh, I was going to say 17.
You're
I was
counting disable video as one of those sources.
No, that was 16. Disable video was 16.
Oh no. So
James would need one of those extra large stream decks if he had it set up, or like
Okay.
a full iPad Pro that, or it's like one of those. Can you fit the block through this
I can't
hole?
do Task Manager.
This is crazy. Right click on
James,
the
do you ta-
right,
I mean,
right
do you
click
ta-
on the
do
start
you-
button and then click Task Manager. You can right click.
Well,
on the
he
sta- on
can't.
the start
I just
button.
Okay.
I'm bringing Task Manager up, but he can't work it on Parsec. It like
Oh
blocks
right, because
them,
it's
I
happening.
think.
Yeah, okay. Total face bits. So basically, if you're on Twitch, the more that you
Close
watch,
Logitech
you earn,
Capture.
you earn bits, which are basically just points that you can spend for cheers or emotes and things.
Yeah, it's a little adventure, those bits.
Yeah,
They're an
it's
adventure.
a little adventure bits. You can actually name them things, so we should name them
All right,
adventure
close
bits.
that.
Because you can rename them and call them whatever you like.
Okay. Dung pie bits.
Gentle lentil bits.
Oh, I want to get me some of them gentle lentil bits.
The gentle
Want two
lentil
of 'em.
bits.
Those are the ones you want to see lightly simmered in a
So,
nice red
just for the
sauce.
record, Morgan having me install this has now made it not better, and he can't get it either. Not that I'm blaming him, but you said that you're going to be able to come in here, and all of a sudden everybody's going to put you on their shoulders and chant your name.
There you go,
Oh,
James.
This is fucking bullshit.
Eat crow, you garbage. You garbage. Right when you were talking trash. Come at me. Did I tell you to close it or not
That was
close
pretty
it?
bad.
See, you
Wait,
don't have to look
so-
both ways
so-
when you cross the street, Morgan. Fuck you back.
So he's in. Danny, put him in.
Wait, hang on a second.
What-
So did he have the Logitech thing open the whole time?
Yeah, he did.
Oh.
And now his
No.
KBPPS is down to 1,000 and his video looks great. Thank you. Move on. Let's go forward. Never come at me again.
James, what the fuck, mate? Come on.
Yeah, it's
What the
infuriating. Put him up. Show him how good he looks.
This is ridiculous.
Morgan,
I'm
James
actually-
just shit himself. He needs you to wipe his ass.
Get
This
me
is
out of
insane.
this. Get me out of
Can
this.
you do that
trash
through parts
computer.
ass?
I want out of your
James,
computer. Get me out of your garbage computer.
You're stuck here.
I
Get me
was
out of
Your new
here.
home.
I'm so pissed.
I'm
wouldn't
pissed.
listen to me.
I'm really pissed as well. I'm quite angry.
I'm
as
not
well
in
now.
here with you. You're in here with me.
Oh,
Oh.
God, damn.
James Shack.
Fucking- I'm fired up right now. PvP
Oh,
me
I'll
right
tell you
now.
what,
I
now
think
that
I
we're
think
so
we need
free,
to arrange you. We need to get like
my
a,
hair's already purple.
we need to get
that's not
we need to
purple.
get this
My-
addressed. We need like a charity boxing match, you versus James or something. We need to get this once and
Yeah,
for all
from-
because
Morgan's therapy costs are going to be substantial.
So, for the
Dang.
record, the only reason that bitrate was down was because you were parsecing in my computer. It's already back up to 5,200, 5,300,
No,
5,200. It is. I'm going to take a little picture.
Well, you look
Take
fantastic,
a little
James.
picture.
All 5,200 kilobytes per second look fantastic.
Well, then change the video resolution down again.
he looks fine. It looks great.
Do anything for bandwidth.
Don't make me come back in there, James.
It's working though. It's not glitching.
When
yet.
you
It
come
looks
back
great.
in, it drops the bitrate.
How can him parsecing in drop the bitrate? It would. The only thing
Because
it could do
my
is increase it.
bandwidth is being used to give him access to my
Yeah,
computer.
exactly. So why? So,
My upload bandwidth.
oh, I'm so confused.
See, the problem is that you guys are all dum-dums, and I'm the only smart guy in the world.
Then why do all our
And
cameras
the
work
world's
and yours
crazy,
doesn't?
and I'm not.
Can
Okay.
That's the crazy part about it.
Here's a proposal. Why don't we just kick James out of the video and just move on without him for the rest of it? I mean, maybe that's
No,
just
he's fine.
easy.
He's
We
in.
were 50% of the way there earlier.
Anyway,
All right, let's
I'm
see these
just going to
comments.
start reading comments. Sorry,
Yeah.
you go.
From other
Simon
videos.
DG,
Let's read comments from
You
other
can choose the
videos.
second phase of the Dragon Slayer Great Shield. Unfortunately, you sold the required soul at the start of this video. Oh well. Anyway, when you try to put it just to screw yourself in a boss, run. Do not spam rolls. Rolling is slower than running. And eats up stamina. Also, you seem to be really struggling with avoiding damage. I would suggest taking some time to just observe the boss and practice at getting down all the dodge timings and healing windows and not worry too much about attacking him. This is how I usually learn a boss I'm having trouble with. Once you're comfortable with the moveset, you will find that the fight gets a lot easier. Lastly, some cool lore. We can't read this. James needs to do this in his lore video.
Oh, yeah. That's his own thing.
Isaac Sims says.
yeah.
So yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's just saying. Also, in the first game, there were 3 pedestals for statues. 2 are present, but 1 has been removed. I'm curious to learn more about the differences between the original and the remastered, or like the different games, and like I think there's a lot of content there, because like people seem to say like
Almost a decade's worth of content, you could say.
yeah, almost.
There's a ton of
Almost.
lore.
Oh yeah, and we haven't even touched any of that.
Ralph Murphy, could he even carry the Dragon Slayer Great Shield and still move? I don't know the answer to that. Morgan?
No, it doesn't matter. He sold the soul for it. Simon DG, not unless he respec again. Well, it doesn't matter now. It's all that it's gone. To be honest, I'm glad he sold it because that shield turns the fight into a complete joke. That's hilarious. James, you're turning all purple
Well, that
again.
makes sense.
Let me into your
I
computer.
told you
Let
you
me
didn't
in.
do anything. I mean, I'm still in Parsec. The problem is the program that you want me to use to change the resolution, Logi Capture, if it's open, it doesn't let me use
I
the
just tried to
Chrome
connect
browser.
to... Well, let me reload this. You're not letting me in.
Oh, here, Morgan, connect to me, and I'll connect to him.
No.
It's just gonna.
It's going to be like the human.
Oh, wait,
centipede
Danny,
of computer
Danny.
connections.
Yeah, part 4. Human centipede. Welcome to the internet, bitch.
I'm just gonna share that image with everybody because there's nothing confidential on it. But also, I just want to just point out just the sheer look of depression and stress and just the suicidal nature of Morgan's expression on this photo that James has taken. Like he actually looks like he wants to kill himself. So I think that the next charity live stream will be for Morgan's mental health costs, therapy and everything else that he's going to need after this.
Gentle mental care.
Anyway.
See, Morgan. See, I think we should just move on with this, and sometimes it'll be digital and whatnot, and we'll have to work on it more later. But this is not going to get fixed. The solution you thought you had is not a solution.
Well, Morgan's gone. He's gone. He's done. Bye bye.
I think it's because he's in my computer, so his internet can't handle uploading his camera and doing my parsecing in at the same time.
I think we should genuinely if we're going to get back into this business again, if maybe you guys should go into the other channel and figure out the camera, and me and Zach will do Danny Souls, and then you guys can come back after that, and we can sort of go through the other comments, right?
We're almost there, baby.
And that would be more time efficient than doing this on the air.
I think Morgan's internet went down. He's completely. I don't think he's even in my parsec anymore.
Nice.
Yeah, his connection was lost.
I think what he's actually done is just thrown his router across the room and
just ripped it out of the wall.
just ripped it out of the wall, and it's just gone.
It's just like and problem solved.
Yeah, he's just
gasoline in the garage.
He's just walking down. He's just walking down the street right now, barefooted, whistling away to himself. I'm done. I'm
walking
done.
out broken glass and just not giving a care. Just looking up on his phone a lift for to James Heaney's address.
Yep. While he's
hi, sir. You need to go to this address. Where's the nearest gun store, though, on the way?
The other side's partner says this video is making me racist against people from Chicago.
They drive people.
The thing is I'm not even the one that's made the problem. He came in and he got really angry and did a bunch of stuff, but nothing changed.
Oh boy.
And at the end of the day, I have a higher bit rate because we thought maybe it was my internet, but I have a higher bit rate than anybody else that's in the room right now.
It's a bragging thing. You got to bring everyone else down.
It's not that I want to brag.
Unreal.
It's just that's not the problem. Everybody was like, "Oh, your internet's trash," and then we found out I have twice the speed that Morgan was. What's your speed at, Zach?
You mean in the camera?
Just an OBS Ninja.
An OBS Ninja 3000.
That's not as bad as Morgan's, but it's still 1,000 less than I'm averaging.
Right. Okay. We need to rescue this video. Morgan's gone. We don't know when he's coming back. We don't know what's happening. So I'm just going to put depressed Morgan there as a quick temporary replacement.
Just staring in the mirror, slapping himself in the face. No, you can do this.
So
Get back on there. Don't let James beat you.
There's depressed Morgan there just to fill that void. Should we? I mean,
here we go.
Is he back?
He's back.
He's back.
He's back in Discord, but not in Oh, there he is.
Here comes James with
Okay.
the play-by-play.
What happened, Morgan?
And it's a small power outage.
Ooh.
It's a rolling. Yeah, it's a problem with running my AC in here.
Oh, you got the
Somebody-
AC figured out.
I got the AC, but if somebody turns on a vacuum cleaner or something high powered in one of the other rooms, then it trips the
Trips the breaker,
so
yeah,
I-
because you're using too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. You need to
So
have
I-
them on different circuits. That's the problem. You should have
Yeah,
one
but
breaker for the
there's-
AC, and then the AC shouldn't be sharing a breaker with anything else, really.
There's just no way to do that because it's across the house.
Morgan, you got an echo.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Fixed.
And then the
And I'm
vacuum
sure
turned on again.
nobody's going to complain about Morgan's power outage. Everybody, it's totally cool.
That's out of his control, man. You
I
were the
mean,
one who did
Everything's
that.
out of my control.
You shouldn't really have an AC or stuff like that on that ring main, but it's not Morgan's fault because he didn't wire his house, unlike your webcam, which is entirely your fault because it's your webcam.
And you
Thank
probably
you.
did wire it. You probably cut it, wired it yourself.
So anyway, let's just carry on with the comments video.
Let's just move on.
Yeah. So Backseat
We got
Gaming
this.
Studios,
We
you're
got
taking way
this.
more damage with that ring. I wouldn't use it and dodge more, James. The shield drops your stamina like crazy, not leaving you much for a fireball, and you still lose health with it. The timing is hard, but you'll get it. I remember Morgan's streams when he did this, and it took him a long time, and he hated it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Try going in and just take one life to learning how to dodge just right. P.S. Morgan called your last death perfect, so props, Morgan. All around good couching.
Wait.
He actually says good couching, so there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of like
All right,
that
so the
term.
dark page says James. Oh, that was the same one that we just read. All right, so. Oh wait, no, that was not. James, like Morgan, died hella times to this guy. Take the advice and work as a team. Morgan knows what he's talking about for this fight, and 2 other fights in the DLC. Like everything he's saying is solid. I have never actually said this before, but you are really a baby. Oh my God.
A Baba Baby Bottom Heaney right now.
You are really a baby, Baba Baby Bottom Heaney right now. Also, I'm hella offended by the poor people food comment. Listen, I eat. I mean, first of all, I don't remember.
Yeah,
exactly
say it
What I
again.
said,
You eat what?
I don't remember exactly
you
what I
say?
said,
What did you
but
say?
I have.
He
I think it
described
was
some
something
food
about
as poor
ramen
people
noodles.
food.
Ramen noodles. I grew up and I would have ramen noodles.
It doesn't matter
almost
what type
every
of food
day.
it is.
Yeah, it does because it's 10 cents. It's poor people food.
No.
It's 10 cents to get a ramen
There
noodles.
he goes again. Here he is.
I'm just.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Well, fine. I was raised
I've
eating
lived
caviar,
it.
but
I
it was
know
only
what-
10 cents worth of caviar.
Well, I mean,
I would
I'll
have,
say this much, just not to defend the way that you phrased it, because calling it poor people food is probably not like great.
No, it's not great.
It's not great. But having said that, I mean, not necessarily poor people, but when you were a student at uni and like you had no money, it's true that what did you have? You had like dried noodles, you had rice, you had just stuff that you could get for cheap, right? So
I mean, Danny's rolling in it. He's having frozen ham and cheese sandwiches.
frozen ham and cheese sandwiches, whatever. So I mean, I get what you were saying. It's just the way you said it is slightly offensive. But like maybe uni food is what we'd call it. Like what just whatever cheap. Really cheap pasta.
When I moved
rice.
to California, I would say 5 to 6, like almost every day of the week, I had the same meal like 2 or 3 times. It was a
I think you're
tortilla
not
shell,
understanding.
it was
James.
ramen
doesn't-
noodles, and it was refried beans. And I would eat that almost exclusively.
Are you saying
It
in
was
calling
combination?
it poor people food is like it's okay for you to do, but not for other people to do, or what's the end game here?
It's the food I love
Diarrhea.
it. Here's the other thing. I have more money now, and I still eat ramen noodles almost every day. It's an affordable,
You
delicious.
can't eat that food. That's for poor people. You rich person
That's
eating the
just
poor
shoveling.
people food.
Just shoveling.
I am. We've lost at least
Triple
5 viewers
down,
since this
quadruple
conversation
down.
started. I think we've genuinely lost. Like, people are just going like they're done. They're out.
They can only afford their internet for so long.
This is okay.
Ramen internet.
10-10, El Scorcho, 10-10 is why Morgan deserves punishment for his coaching. He neglects James during his time for his couching. Sorry, James during his time of need. This is where a couch steps in and prevents James from doing something dumb.
El Scorcho, what do you think? What kind of magic powers do you think I have?
What happened in 10-10? So something to do with this sword, or?
Yeah, this is where you made me sell the soul. I think maybe that would have gotten me. Something.
I'm trying not to get involved in these weird things. That's what I said.
Yeah, you literally just said that. Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds shameful.
Because I didn't step in and tell you how to sell or not sell the boss souls. I was just not trying not to get involved, like I said.
Is it Go or whatever his name from Dark Souls Remaster when he shoots the arrow and takes down the fly? That's what you need, Morgan. You need to be like, quickly fire the arrow at James. He's about to do something stupid. Just like James is like da da da. I used to be an adventurer until I took an arrow to the brain.
Oh boy.
You guys played that game, Skyrim?
James's brain. No, to the boss souls. That's James.
Yes, that's exactly what goes on in my head.
King of Kings. Nameless King is the hardest boss in the game. I think you did very good. Just keep Tark of your health. That's true. I do think James is doing well against this boss, so I don't know why I'm getting
well,
some people are saying
I'm never gonna beat it.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever gonna beat it, but you're doing pretty good for you.
His chaos vestige or whatever does a mass amount of damage.
Yeah. Huge.
Right.
And
that's why he's doing good, is because he has something that puts out a lot of damage, but it's not necessarily the person who's putting out the damage is good.
Kamikaze is stylized as Hong.
I don't know what that means.
Know what that means. I don't know. I don't know what's in reference to. Ulastyles Botnet, seeing some people ragging on Morgan for his coaching in this video, but I'm definitely in the opposing camp. He was fine and his tips were on point. What are you supposed to do, though? James's behavior is ridiculous in spots. Dark Page, agreed. These are two of the most committed commenters and
they get it.
Firm but fair commenters. Yeah, thanks for the visit. Kamikaze is 20.
20 minutes.
Yeah, go for it.
Science. Spoiler alert. Turns out he was wrong after all. I don't remember what the science was.
Let's see it.
Let's roll that clip. Roll that beautiful baby bottom footage.
You should have the...
Oh, because I thought that the...
Oh, right, your math. Damage. Yeah. It's always great when you do these scientific experiments.
But it turns out, I don't know for sure. It does a lot of damage when you hit, but what we don't
know for sure?
Because the lava, it's on the ground.
Damage the lava's going to do. So that does 574, which is the one that then has lava afterwards, continuing to damage. We don't even need to watch it because I remember the other orb does 600 something. So it does 150 more damage. But how much damage does the lava do if you're just standing on it?
I don't know.
Me neither.
Do you know what I should do?
That's the point of the game. You're not supposed to stand on the lava.
Do you know what I should do for next week? I should try and figure out a way that we can show videos on the stream nicer than just opening them up in the thing.
Oh, have it looks pretty good, but have a framed thing
if I can just copy the link and then do a thing and it just pops up in the thing and it's we can watch it.
That'd be nice, yeah.
I'll try
if you can get that thing to work, that'd be great.
TJ Slusher.
No, I was just
love the song, Morgan.
Yeah. Well, song? What song? Did you sing?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You were trying to think of lyrics. I think of was it Linkin Park?
Oh, I don't remember.
No one watches these videos. It's Zach Dant who watches these fucking videos. These guys, it's they do it, and it's enjoy, guys.
I don't remember the comments
specifically. I wonder what the fuck they're talking about.
From an hour and 24-minute video that took place last week.
Beckham just scored the goal of the match. I don't remember that.
He probably doesn't.
It's
the Darkest Dragon.
That's because he's Beckham.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
Don't you have a ring that raises your lightning resist? Hint, hint. Also in Dark Souls 2, I was kind of shocked James never put on the mage resist ring. +2 version. I'd consider taking off Fire Clutch ring from time to time. Also, never take off the Prisoner's Chain ring. It's so good overall. It gives so many free stats if you need to raise your defense overall. Okay.
There it is.
When Morgan tells you to kick those lizards, you just start trying to kick head on and they interrupt all your attacks. Isn't it obvious that you should slightly reposition and approach them from the side or something? Well,
No.
That's the kind of coaching I needed, Ulasile. Thank you.
Yeah, good job, Sal.
The Darkest
Bad job,
Dragon,
Morgan.
The Darkest Dragon says, you leveled the shield. So happy. Also wanted to that extra slab to max out your Onyx Blade, which was level 4 at least early on in the video. Well, I thought I used the slabs to do the shield. I thought that was the right choice. Yeah, that's why you were hesitant at the blacksmith. You forgot all about the Onyx Blade, LOL. There are more slabs that are in DLC. But I thought everybody was saying that the Black Knight shield was the one.
Well, the Black Knight shield and the blade that you're using. So, I don't know. That's confusing. Mixed messages.
It is.
Tim Peoples, James V. Morgan punishment ID, Poyo 2.
Pio. Yeah, that's it's like I was talking about that on Saturday because it's a Sega puzzle game. It's a bit
Sega.
I don't know. Maybe I'd be. I don't know if I'd be good at that game, but I could go on a 1v1 with high stakes with Morgan on that.
Do you know what I mean? You might
put money down on that.
You guys might like Pio. It's a bit surreal, but like I'll show it to you one time, and maybe we could play it.
Danny tricked me this way too.
I just wish I had
Careful what he tries to show you.
Some sort of like puzzle game. I just don't play puzzle games, but I think it would be an even playing field for Morgan and I to have some high stakes matches.
Isn't Tetris Attacks your favorite game?
I don't know if that's considered like that style
puzzle game.
It's very similar to that. I can show you. I can show you what it looks like.
Come on, guys.
Let Danny show you what Pio looks like.
Can you not be doing something deceptive for like 1 second?
What are you talking about? I've never even heard of Puyo. How am I?
I've never heard of it either.
Well,
it says it's a puzzle game.
It's a Japanese game, so I don't think you can buy it in the United States, but it's not that
it's
well
on
known.
Steam.
It's on Steam, but it was also. Does anyone remember?
There's a Puyo
called,
Tetris.
But it was called. It was ported to the United States back in the 90s as Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. So if anyone remembers that, that's basically what Pio is. And there you go. I've just put a picture of it on the screen.
James's video is all screwed up. Don't think about it.
But but basically it's like you connect 4 colors, and the more combos you get, the worse you make it for the opponent. And it's the first one to have their one filled up is the loser, basically. So it's quite fun. You'll get it. You'd like it. Anyway,
I'd be down. Kamikaze is James baby ba baby baba bottom money shot baby one more time 360 no scope 420 blaze a heaney.
That was pretty. That not only well written but well performed, Morgan.
Thank you.
I'll take it. That I think is the nickname I want to pick up. Gentle Lentil works good for you, but I'll have baby bottom if we can have that whole thing. James baby ba 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 baby ba ba bottom money shot baby one more time 360 no scope 420 blaze a heaney.
That's a lot.
It's better when you say it though.
Burley 182, stop hanging out by the entrance at the start of the fight. The dragon lands on top of you and then breathes the fire down from above, which is the hardest attack to dodge. You did your best staying in front of the dragon. Keep doing that, and reaching the second phase will feel easier and easier. I agree. Mikhail Rose, one of the best videos. This was hilarious. I was dying from laughter. Love you guys. $. The Darkest Dragon talked to the blacksmith, exhausts his dialogue. Oh, you
they want me to do that. I have it. I've talked to him, but not enough to exhaust his dialogue, and then go to that 1v1 fight, right? There's some fight that I could lose some sort of dragon piece or gain a dragon piece. I don't know if I'm ready for that until after the Nameless King. Morgan is too trolly. Also, James, you can hold down on the D-pad to switch to Estes always. I wish somebody had told me that earlier.
We've told you that multiple times.
You've had a decade of people telling you these things.
We've been telling you that. They've been telling you in the chat. We can go through and find all the instances.
There are
if you
people
want,
next to you screaming in your ear. What? What?
All right. This is going as expected. Weirdly, though, you're doing better in round 2 than that round 1 was the opposite for me until I realized his weakness to ranged attacks. Oh. And then Isaac Sim goes on to say 46-25, and the whole fellowship is collapsing around us.
Oh, no.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
This was a close one.
What are you doing?
I get the so then that's before I was getting the good stabs.
Those are some good swings. Those are practice swings.
I don't know why that's. Yeah.
Keep your distance, okay? Yeah.
You still claim that you can't hear it, right?
And then you're like trotting.
It's not something I hear very easily. It's a different kind of. It's I think at a tone that my ears don't pick up as well.
That's when the same tone that
James,
people are telling you to hold down on D-pad.
A serious question. Are you telling the truth or are you being deceptive right now?
I'm half telling the truth. I'm starting to hear
deceptive.
it more and more. But
Half telling the truth
when
is
I
deception.
Do, even
this is what I'm saying.
when I hear it, even when I hear it, I have to question to myself. I'm like, am I imagining that I'm hearing this, or am I actually hearing this, or am I hearing it because so many people told me that I should hear it that I'm starting to hear it? I don't know.
Can I give you a pro tip, Morgan?
So
when you ask him a question, if he begins the answer with pause, that means he's telling a lie. That's basically his tell. So it's like
he starts like every answer with that.
The hamster wheel is spinning, and it's like
A squared plus B squared.
Someone queue up Phil Collins In the Air Tonight because I've been.
Wait, you skipped
waiting
one.
For this
Oh,
moment.
did we skip that page?
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This is my third time watching this video, and despite James being an infant, toddler, baby child, whatever, this is highly entertaining. I don't find any entertainment out of it. I'm glad so many people are having a good time. Then Tim Peoples says, "Cue up Phil Collins." We said that one. Waiting for this moment. I don't remember that song.
Yeah, you remember that song? It's about something in the air.
Sing it.
Go on.
No, I'm not going to sing it. But it's basically one big drum
What's
solo,
in the
right?
air? Oh, yeah, I don't know that song.
I can't remember the lyrics,
El
but anyway.
Scorcho then says, "I like the collar of James's shirt, but not the rest of the shirt." I don't even know what the heck shirt I was wearing.
I think it was like it was bright blue, and there was like a just normal like white and beige shirt, or like just.
This is
the darkest trick.
one hell of a backhanded comment. I just want to say that's
But not the rest of the shirt.
yeah.
The Darkest Dragon Havel's
the
armor set
darkest-
is now
go ahead.
at the bonfire where you trade sword glass to the wolf. I think it's swamp glass or swamp grass to the wolf in the swamp. If you take the elevator up to where you killed the stray demon, you will find a new shiny sitting there. That's good to know. Danger Dad, James, you should change your green screen background each week to a new photo you took that was a story behind it, or that has a story behind it, if that you can share. Being an Arizona man myself, I could go for more Sedona, but I'm sure there's tons of photos to choose from.
I might do that. It would be a good conversation starter.
Yeah. Dark Page, that shield is surprisingly good. John Vigo Gronbeck. James, remember to tell an adult if someone tries to touch you with their friendship stick, even if Morgan tries to make it seem normal. What? 306, let's see that.
This is where you touch me with your, and I don't want to say it out loud, but a friendship stick is a fleshy wand. Oh,
And there's a shirt. There's the shirt.
I like the collar, but not the shirt.
He's just trying to touch you with his friendship stick. It's true.
I mean,
That was in sync rolls. You guys were just like mirroring each other's actions.
Oh my god! Just both of them panic rolling against each other for no reason.
And one's the AI.
I'll be right back.
Wait, what?
Oh, what is happening now? This is the. I just
was
want to
there like one comment left, and then maybe the? Oh no, you got to do the Watch Dogs Legions video, right?
No, we got Resident Evil, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, your rant against James for his camera is getting rave reviews in the chat. By the way, like people are recommending.
Why would they want that?
People are recommending people go back and watch it again. Like people thought it was the best thing that we've ever done. This is the best stream ever. Morgan raged for a good 20 minutes in a row about James's camera. Go watch it.
Best thing we've ever done. They haven't seen the Skyrim cheese wheel video then.
Oh yeah, no. I was disappointed by the way you didn't do the cheese wheels at the end of the. Every time I asked for the cheese wheels, you were ignoring me. Like you didn't want to do the cheese wheels, Morgan. What was that about? Come on, I want the truth.
The cheese wheels? I have nothing to do with the cheese wheels.
On
Mario, what's up?
On your last Skyrim live stream, the one where you beat the game, in air quotes. You know, I was like, oh, if this is going to be your last Skyrim stream, Morgan, then I think you should, spawn a shitload of cheese wheels and roll them down.
I thought you were being sarcastic.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was, but I was still wanted to see you do it. Just didn't acknowledge it. Didn't say anything. You just left me hanging, man. It was.
Sorry, I apologize for that. I will be better.
Fusro da, all those cheese wheels.
So
yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I did well. I thought we had finished all of them on this. My bad. The optional guy says, "Have to say it's amazing that James has been playing these games for so many years and he still can't keep track of his own health bars, mana bars, etc." Oh well,
that's true.
I don't know what's amazing about that.
James wants me to remind him when his health gets low and when he's very needy.
Yeah,
if
it's
you're
weird
not
when
doing that, what the
people
hell
need
are
that.
you doing anyways? What are you so busy doing? You can't help me with that.
The thing is, you
supposed to be
can't.
my buddy.
When I'm telling you like the big picture stuff, and you're not doing that, and like it doesn't seem appropriate to then tell you the little picture stuff and have you ignore that as well.
Yeah, and there's a delay with the little stuff because that's more like instant. That's like in the moment.
Yeah.
If you're not able to do that, how are you gonna? Yeah, there you go. This will be the.
We'll both
most
recommit today to having a more positive and good relationship in the video, and
You guys do need like a Dr. Katz episode or something.
Yeah, we need a counselor bad.
You need to bring Joey in.
The communication is terrible.
Yeah, and Joey should be your therapist.
No, Joey cannot be our therapist.
Who? Oh. Someone.
Okay, so here's
Darcy from ING.
Resident Evil 2. Jay says, I'd like to see you try to do one episode of RE3 on separate save files at the same time with voice comms. Even if it's not a breakneck race, we need to see a natural selection play out in a survival of the fittest, high-stakes battle royale proving grounds of whose item management philosophy is superior. If it doesn't feel very fun in practice, or it's a pain to edit, then you can always bail and choose one of the save files to finish the pass and play style. I don't know if there is going to be a game than the shorter RE3 to try the new format out. Yep, I'd prefer it to be a stream, but I'd love to see some competitive spirit shine in way other than trying to sabotage each other when it's not your turn.
Yeah, why don't you guys try that in that Viking game?
What Viking game?
Wilhelm?
Valheim.
Oh, that's that's not the same. It's not like linear.
I wasn't really going for that. I meant more for the competition side of things. Who could last longer?
Oh,
actually like inventory management /
But it's more like Minecraft. It isn't. It's not like.
Right. Yeah, my idea sucked. I got it.
Well, I'm just like logistically, it wouldn't really.
Yeah, no, I'll write it in the comments next time.
Okay.
Well, I just to riff off Jay's idea, I thought what might be good just to play off this was like if you did that right. So episode 1, you both are playing at exactly the same time, and still talking to each other and stuff. And then whoever's managed to progress the furthest and has done the best job by the end of the first episode gets to take the rest of the series.
They just play it all the way through.
Yeah, basically, and the other person has to watch. So,
oh wow,
that's like it's a race to see who's going to be able to play through Resident Evil 3.
How do we know who's farther by who's at the farthest save point?
Yeah, like who's managed to progress the furthest.
It might be hard to tell because you can do different things instead of. It's not like a linear game. I assume I haven't played Resident Evil 3, but here's what I'm thinking. I like the idea of this, but I'm about to travel for a month. So it's going to be hard to get that done before that because I'm also getting vaccinated this week. I've got a lot going on. Maybe what we should do is skip Resident Evil 4 since they're saying it has to do with Resident Evil 4. Go to Resident Evil 5, which is co-op, and we could play. Like it'll be a lot easier for me
3
to
and 4.
Skip 3 and 4. Do Resident Evil 5, and then when I get back, we do this with. We could even do Leon's again, or do Resident Evil 3 and then 4. But 5 is co-op, so we could play that while I'm on the road.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I love the idea of this, and if we had like 3 weeks, I would maybe find ways to do it. This week I'm really busy, and I don't know how the vaccine's going to hit me. I'm getting the vaccine Thursday. I could be possibly knocked out Friday, but if I'm not, I do have Thursday and Friday off. We could try to do a whole bunch of recordings to try to beat Resident Evil 3, but it sounds like such a good idea that it might be a better idea to do that once I get back from this trip.
Anyway,
any thoughts? Anyone else have thoughts? Chime in. Leave it in the chat if anyone has any thoughts about if James what he should do. I should progress with this.
Or we could do it where we commit to doing the recordings, like because what I'm thinking is it's going to be impossible to have you parsec into my laptop because we tried that last year when I went to my mom's place in Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
The internet wasn't good enough for you to parsec in. We could still record, but using parsec to control the internet, like we joke about my internet being bad now, but it's really good actually. We find
so Resident Evil 3 doesn't have more than one character.
Yeah,
it doesn't. It's
know.
Not like Resident Evil 2.
It does
where
not. There's one character in Resident Evil 3.
Yeah,
and you only get to play, I guess, as Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
which
and
is
Resident
why
Evil 5 is co-op.
Resident Evil 2 is Leon.
Yeah, 5.
Or you could have done that thing where one of you was Leon and one of you did the playthrough of Claire, right?
Yeah, that was the idea for 2, I guess, but we came up with it a bit too late. In hindsight, that's probably what we should have done because then, people were sort of a bit upset that we didn't do Leon's story for 2.
But if we went back through 2 again, we would do it pretty quickly because we've already done everything, right? Like some of the stuff overlaps.
Well, it sounds like it's a totally different game with Leon.
It's not a completely different game. There are differences, though.
But we would go through it at least twice as fast.
You would probably get through it pretty quickly. Yeah, I mean, you got it through it pretty quickly. Like you did it in 14 episodes. You could probably do it in probably another 10.
That's a lot of episodes.
Yeah, it's 10 weeks, pretty much, is what you're getting at, Danny. You got to think about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I didn't think. Anyway.
Yeah, just like my Wilhelm idea. Shut up.
I like how Crispy AI said that he joined an hour late, but because he skipped through all the technical chat, he's now watching live. Anyway, top 3 Will
Resident
Ferrell
Evil
movies.
5 is the direct sequel to 1. You won't miss anything if you skip 3 and 4 as they have no relation to 5.
Oh, you will do. Yeah, well, I mean, you could do it then, I guess. No reason to.
I did not.
Yeah,
know
we
that.
can do James' idea.
Yeah, it is co-op.
So we can start right on 5, and you would just co-op into my computer from the road.
No, you would just record it on your computer, and I would just be playing co-op. I wouldn't even need to parsec in. It's online co-op.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You'd be co-op to my computer.
Okay.
And
I thought you meant like, yeah.
Okay.
And I think I could record also. My laptop's good enough to record. It's just that the internet wasn't good enough to have you control what was in there.
And have you figured out? Well, we'll take it offline. But I was going to say, have you figured out how you're going to record all the other stuff? Or
what other stuff?
No.
Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3.
Well, Dark Souls 2
Cyberpunk 2077, Watch Dogs.
Well, Dark Souls 2 will be the hardest because that's the parsec one. If he's just watching something that I'm doing, that's not as bad. But the internet's not good enough to have him control a character and not have lag.
Yeah.
So
we should be able to, but it might be a good idea to bank up a couple episodes, kind of like Danny Souls, where we do a couple recordings, maybe next week, where we get a couple of the And maybe
Don't take our
I
ideas.
mean, this is something we should probably take offline. But maybe we skip out on doing the fan mail next week.
Maybe
use
Danny
the
and
2
I
hours.
put on wigs.
Hey guys, we should
can
probably
put
take
them
this
together.
offline, but we should really divvy up the money, and I think we should buy something with the Patreon.
Oh boy. Anyway, top 3 Will Ferrell movies. Dark page.
You're still on Dark Souls 3.
Top 3 Will Ferrell movies. I would say Anchorman,
Anchorman 2.
Old School, and Elf.
Actually,
Actually, there's a lot. I like all of those movies, but I think Stranger Than Fiction, I've only seen it once, but it's a very different style Will Ferrell movie, and maybe that is my favorite.
wait,
Elf
Dark Souls,
watch every
Dark
year.
Souls 3 doesn't meet the grade? Or sorry, Step Brothers? I was reading.
Oh, Will Ferrell's in Dark Souls 3?
While I was
Dark
talking.
Souls 3, the movie starring Will Ferrell.
Oh, that's
watch
pretty much what this playthrough is.
Yeah, Will Ferrell is playing the part of James Heaney as he struggles
I
to
would
get
s-
through Dark Souls 3. That's basically the yeah.
I would say Elf, Step Brothers, and Anchorman.
I don't know. I think Old School's pretty funny.
Old School is very funny, but when was the last time you watched it? Because when you go back, it does not hold up the same way that Step Brothers
Yeah.
does.
I haven't watched it. in
Yeah,
a
you
while.
should go back
But
and
when
watch
it
it.
came out, I
It's
watched
not
it a
as good
lot.
as when you're 20. It's hilarious, but
Yeah.
it's not really as funny as it used to be.
I watch Anchorman and Elf quite a bit. Those movies I've watched probably once a year.
Backseat Gaming Studios in with the super chat. Good morning. Shoot late to the stream.
You know when someone does a super chat?
Wow! Thanks for the super chat.
I hope you're ready to sit on your coach.
Here you go. When someone does a super chat,
Good morning, shoot late to
Uh-huh.
the stream.
it actually reads it out loud on the stream, like using the text to speech voice, which is why I stopped speaking for
Really?
a second. Yeah, if you're watching it back, you
Oh,
can
I
see that.
did not know that because I'm not listening to it. I'm just
Yeah.
watching
Oh,
it.
neither are. Maybe we should do that, you guys. Let's listen to it in the background while we do this.
I
No,
mean,
it's so
you
hard.
you might confuse yourself doing that, but yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
I'll be just fine.
Simon DG, good job, guys. I see a lot of demand to play the second scenario with Leon, but to keep things fresh, you may as well play something else now and come back later to finish Leon's story. Resident Evil 5 is in co-op would be a lot of fun, or you could have a look at the original version of Resident Evil 2. It's really cheap on the PS Store nowadays, and it's still a better game than the remake, in my opinion. Resident Evil 4 is also fantastic and my personal favorite, but for that one, it's recommended you finish Leon's story in Resident Evil 2 first, or you'll be lost at certain parts of the story. I think that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, so
I
Danny,
think
what were
so.
your
I
top
didn't
3
realize
Will
we were
Ferrell
gonna do that
movies?
until just now.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
Danny.
Yeah.
Anchorman,
Uh-huh.
Anchorman 2,
Uh-huh.
and then
Okay.
and then Anchorman 3. It's in production.
Just, yeah, but it's definitely going to be
Is
your
it
third
really in
favorite.
production? I didn't hear about that.
No.
Really? They did try to call you and get a hold of you.
yeah. He's refusing to do it, so they're looking for someone to fill that role.
Yeah.
Would you stay?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
It's kind of like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective Jr. It's a thing.
Do you know? Actually, I mean, if there was ever like a new Anchorman movie and they needed someone to play like a younger, like a flashback version of Will Ferrell, then like I reckon James could pull that off. Like if you need
Yeah, he looks just like him.
like a
It's
young
kinda the
yeah
dream
like
role,
like a young
you know.
Ron Burgundy. I
But
think
it's
he could do
getting.
it.
I'm getting a little too old to play the young version of him.
Yeah.
But
you
he's
are-
actually
but you
not
look
getting
a
any
lot-
younger either.
No, but you look a lot younger
Yeah.
than Will Ferrell. Is what I'm saying. So like if it was like a 10-year
Yeah.
back flashback or something like that, you're in for that part.
Yeah.
The other guys, I think, is a really good one. I was seeing that TJ Slusher wrote. That I think that.
The only
I
problem-
didn't see that whole.
The
movie,
only
but I
problem
did
with
see
the other
beginning of it.
guys is that it has Mark Wahlberg in it, and I've personally canceled Mark Wahlberg. So,
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I could see that. He's
yeah.
pretty. Mark
Yeah.
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
No. Oh no. The Happening, one of the best films ever.
Never saw. it.
Dangerous
Zach, what are your
87.
favorite 3 Will Ferrell movies? I need to hear Zach's before.
Okay.
I just have to because I'm a Will Ferrell fan. And I'd like to know
Talladega
Zach.
Nights, Step Brothers, and the other guys.
Oh, Talladega Nights is really good.
Wow.
Yeah. And because I went to the Catalina wine mixer, and I'm actually wearing a Boats and Hose t-shirt, a tank top right now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, gotta rep Step Brothers.
Nice.
Although his small role in Starsky and Hutch, that movie sucks donkey, but
I never
it's
saw
pretty
that.
good. He's got
Desk
a pretty
Pop
good
is
cameo.
Will
so
Ferrell's
funny.
role
James,
in what?
you should watch the other guys just to learn about Desk Pops because I bring it up all the time.
Desk Pop, yeah.
I saw the beginning part of it and I love it. I don't want to spoil it for
Oh,
anybody that's
Casa de Mi
part of the
Padre.
trivia show.
Casa de Mi
No.
Padre is also it's
No,
not
I never saw that.
the funniest, but it's pretty impressive that
No,
it's all
no.
Yeah.
That movie is not good.
It's
Please.
His
it's grew
role
on me.
in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as the cop
It's pretty good.
is
That's pretty good.
legendary. I think
Yeah.
that was like one of my favorite roles that he played. It's probably what won me over. I used to hate Will Ferrell until that movie.
What? Will Ferrell is amazing.
You used to hate Will Ferrell.
Oh no, I love Will Ferrell. When he was in Saturday Night Live, because when I was in high school, I would get picked on, and people would shove me, and they'd say that I looked like the Spartan cheerleader, which was his role on SNL. So I inherently hated Will Ferrell.
Why didn't
but
you
then,
hate
Are you
Like,
sure?
it's not
Are you
Will
sure they
Ferrell.
weren't saying that you look like Sherry O'Terry?
I don't know for sure. It might have been.
Oh boy.
You look like that one Spartan cheerleader.
Anyway,
Sorry. All right.
Do you know what
Dangerous.
yeah, I was going to say dangerous. You know what I'm seeing there? Like everybody seems to think that if you're not going to play as Leon, then you should skip to 5 and 6. Like,
Yeah, no, I think
everybody's
James's
saying
plan
that.
is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do it.
But
Yeah,
then Joanna B says play the Leon B scenario on hard. I'm guessing we're not. Although maybe when you come back to it later, you might do that, right? Play it on
Yeah,
hard.
when we come back.
Yeah. Dark Page, isn't that her brother? Why would they not know each other? Lol. Dangerous. Leon Kennedy and Claire Redfield aren't brother and sister. Lol. You might be thinking of Chris Redfield from Resident Evil 1, 5,
Mhm.
etc.
Yeah.
Oh, spoilers.
Who would who would
wow.
make that
Spoiler.
who would make that mistake? Who would confuse Leon and Chris Redfield? Like
They're
I think
exactly
we
the
did.
same.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
Only a newbie to gaming would do such a silly thing.
Yeah, newbie.
Consider play Resident Evil 2 with Leon before you play any other Resident Evil games with Leon in them, e.g. 4. Yeah. Same. Story and unique characters meets, blah, blah, blah. Same. So we're going to do that. Pill, yep, best get to know the golden boy, the guy who changed the game industry forever by simply having aiming reticle above his right shoulder, the guy who caused games to come out in brownish grayish tones for next few years, the guy who got every cop car he ever been into to be destroyed, the guy with the most amazing hair products, and the guy who somehow managed to kill his every superior on the job. The man, the myth, the legend of Suplex Town, the Roundhouse Kick Street, Leon S. Kennedy. Wow, he's good. Dark
Yeah, I
Page
can't
has
wait.
been shamed by that comment, so he's apologizing profusely in the YouTube comments.
Natty Pie's Horror Show, great video. You gotta start cracking Resident Evil 8. It's out next Friday. I mean,
Oh,
maybe
my.
if I wasn't traveling, we would do it, but it would be impossible. There's so many hurdles to get to Resident Evil 8.
So I guess Morgan's just gonna have to do it.
I have a.
I mean, he could.
Can I? And this is just a radical suggestion. I'm shooting off the cuff, but like, Zach, do you want to do Resident Evil 8?
Holy moly, they're gonna steal our.
Well, you can still do it when you get round to it, but you
That's
know,
the franchise that we play.
No, you know what? We'll go do Resident Evil 2 Leon.
Oh yeah,
We'll do
yeah,
that
we
one.
could do Leon, yeah,
And
that's
we'll
true.
play it on hard.
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, we could. We need to tag team this. There's too much Resident Evil, and
Well-
we need to take. We need to.
Yeah.
Morgan's
But I think
upset
part of
because
the
we're
problem
stealing-
is
we're
we don't
stealing
know the
his slice of
story
pie.
of Leon.
We can do all the side ones like Resident Evil Veronica, right? Isn't there like ones of that
Yes.
nature? The ones they'll
Kodak.
never touch. Yeah.
Resident Evil Outbreak.
We're gonna do them all. We're gonna watch all the movies.
Oh, done, baby. That part's already checked off on this guy's list.
Oh, boy.
Fantastic series of films. Let me tell you, 3D was
PJ
made for
Flusher.
that series.
Aren't they making a new Resident Evil film? Like they're rebooting the film series, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They want to make money.
But at least Mila went on to make another video game series into a film, Monster Hunter.
Oh God.
Oh, I didn't know
Which
that.
we guys were supposed to play, right? We're getting Monster Hunter
We're
World,
not playing Monster
Zero
Hunter
World or whatever.
I'm just gonna put the kibosh
I
on that
guess
right
not.
now. Sorry, guys.
The only reason I brought it up though is like it would be nice to cover Resident Evil 8, you know, close to its release.
I mean, it would be really nice.
as opposed to
I
like
agree.
10 years after its release, which is
Wouldn't it be
generally-
nice if we could play Resident Evil Village?
Zach, have you played the other Resident Evil games?
I just started Biohazard number 7, and I was just getting too freaked out.
Oh, that game is so awesome.
Oh,
As of now, that's my favorite Resident Evil game.
Oh, wow, because it's like the only first-person one of the bunch.
It
it's
really,
first person
yeah,
only?
it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's scary as hell too.
yeah, Danny, did we get review copies?
I think we got 4, right? And you sent them all to me?
Yeah,
What?
no, I gave them to Zach so he could trade them for things. You know,
Crack. I'm trading them for crack.
Oh, wow.
no, we didn't get any. We're in this thing where we can request review copies of things, but generally they tell us no because we're just terrible at covering stuff.
We're in this thing. It's where we ask and they say no.
Well, it is no. I mean, like we're in the thing where you know where.
Well, it's because we're not doing like gaming newsy stuff right now.
There's like a platform like for game publishers, for video game publishing things to like request review keys from developers and publishers. But like generally it's supposed to be a two-way street. So they give us key, we cover game. But what's been happening is we take key, we play game, we don't cover game. Publisher gets upset because we didn't cover game. You know, Danny gets shouted at. And then they go, no, you have no more keys. Bye-bye. So that reminds me, actually, didn't you request that we ask for a review key for something the other week?
I wanted just die already.
I'm not going to.
Oh, we can see your
do
key
that.
mail.
Wait, what is happening right now?
I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
really
do- I'm
wanna
not going to
do
do
that.
that on that window. That was the wrong. That was the wrong.
Holy
That was
moly.
the wrong window. But I will have a look and see if we actually got the key.
Yeah,
for that.
we'll figure it out.
but anyway,
Let's take this
yeah.
off stream.
Yeah, we shouldn't do this on stream. But anyway, moving on.
We should do
Shouldn't
an
have done a
additional
lot of things on
every week
stream, but we
called
have.
off stream.
Grunman, nice work, guys. Also, you unlocked the scenario B by beating the game once. Now you could do it using Leon for lots of different things, including the true ending. Nice.
I
Cool.
love it.
Scroll up.
Rigging through.
Oh, there's more.
The optional guy,
I-
great stuff, guys. I hope you guys continue to play more Resident Evil games. I'm so excited to watch a Resident Evil 5 co-op run. I think it would be really entertaining. Take care. Isaac Sims, I enjoyed this walkthrough. Typically hate scary crap, but when you guys play it, I can watch. Haha. Shane Mobs, if you aren't going to do Leon's B-side playthrough, it would be cool to see you guys have a go at the Ghost Survivors mode that you should have unlocked now on Resident Evil 2 before moving on. They're super short, 10 minutes, challenging side stories with new enemies. Hopefully you'll do a video on them. That's fun. We should
That
do
does
all,
sound
yeah,
fun. I've
it
never heard
sounds
of
like
that
we need
before.
to come back to Resident Evil 2 and do like just flush it all the way out.
Maybe in a decade or so.
Yeah,
They're going to
10
make
years
a
from
new
now.
one.
Crispy
Resident Evil 2, the remastered.
Show, in the charity stream, I would like to say well done to Morgan for carrying James through this walkthrough. Well done, James, for carrying Morgan through this walkthrough. That's what friends are for. Wait, what the heck?
Whoa, what? Crispy.
you, Crispy.
I think Crispy AI is broken. The AI is broken.
I think Crispy
Yeah.
AI is just hedging his bets. He doesn't know who he wants to side with. I can understand that.
That's a pretty
Yeah.
smart AI. That's a pretty smart AI.
Yeah. Oh no, I think he just changed his mind because Heaney showed the charity stream. But you know,
Yeah.
That's
all
true.
it is.
So he does adapt.
Yeah, he's like a what do you call it? Like a heuristic AI. Like he just like
He's a Mig Borgs.
Yeah, he's a McBogs.
Boo-boo.
Anyway,
Resistance is futile.
Well, me and James
No,
have a
don't
big
do that,
day-
James.
Day ahead of
We
ourselves.
do. We have
We've
a
got
big
lot to
day.
record. James has got to beat the nameless. We've got to install Resident Evil 5, I'm assuming, or do you have it in already, James?
I probably have it in already. You're gonna have to
Alright.
get Resident Evil 5 and install it. Actually, I think you already bought it too.
Did I?
I think you bought Resident Evil 5. I mean, it was a long time ago, but I don't know. It was usually super cheap. It's
Let's
an old
figure
game.
this out on stream.
Yeah.
I just want to, before you go, I just want to thank you for your 35-minute, 40-minute rant, James, through his webcam, because, you know, we've been going now for 2 hours, 10 minutes, and, you know, you've just left me and Zach now to do another 45
Use the
minutes.
other keyboard for now.
You know, so you know, we'll have been doing
You
this
are
for
welcome.
you know, it's not like I did 24 hours over the weekend and now you've made me do another 3 because you've just stretched this live stream out for an hour longer than it needed to be. But yeah, no, cheers for that, Morgan.
Was that my fault or James's fault?
I think it was your fault because you didn't want to
believe
let it
I'm
go.
having tech
You were like a
issues on
dog.
this
You
end.
were like a dog with a bone, Morgan. Like, you know, you
I
could
just can't.
You
this has been decades of this.
I know, but like, you know, you're not going to solve it in 10 minutes on the live stream. Putting him under pressure doesn't work. Like, you know that he's not going to comply. Like, it's just.
It makes me very sad.
I know.
$20? Should I get the gold edition for 30? Untold Stories DLC. Do you have the
Hold
Untold
on.
Stories
Check
DLC?
to see if it's on sale in Humble Bundle, because I get a discount through Humble Bundle anyways, because I'm a member.
Oh my gosh.
Also, use the Brave browser so you can make some sweet money on those ads.
I was asking the chat. Mostly. Is
I
it
have
worth
the gold
getting-
version.
You have the Untold Stories DLC? Alright, I'll just get the big one.
Yeah. I can get it for $26 as a Humble Bundle member.
It's $29 on Steam. I'll just do that.
So I guess it doesn't save as much as I thought it would.
Yeah.
I thought you got 20% off on Humble Bundle when you were a member. It says only 10%. What?
They're trying to get on with their day, James.
I'm just. I mean,
Okay, let's get out of here. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, it's all done? The comments are done?
No, we've got to stay. We've got things that, you know, we've got to do another 45 minutes of this, Zach. These two,
Sure.
they've just, you know, they've wandered in. They've just, you know, taken up a shitload of time with their technical issues, and then, you know, they're just fucked off. Basically, that's what's happened there. I'm honestly, TJ Slusher actually in the chat has
I
asked.
think there's a little USB adapter.
There's what?
I
You
might have to walk away for a second.
leave me to it. It's fine. I'm just carrying the channel at this stage.
Oh yeah, this is another 24-hour live stream with
24-hour
Danny.
comment live stream where we just try 24-hour live stream where we try and fix James's fucking camera.
Everyone's got tech issues.
Oh my god. Oh no, but someone in the chat asked, would you consider doing a solo series of Resident Evil 7? They want to see you play Resi 7 for some reason. Which I think would be pretty good. Have you played through 7 before?
No, I've just got to the first like VHS tape you find, I think.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Yeah, I didn't get far.
Yeah, no, that's fairly near the beginning. Yeah. How do you find it though? Because I quite like 7. I think it's got like a really good atmosphere.
Oh, I was terrified. I just
Yeah.
wasn't in the mood at the moment.
No, it's one of those games you definitely want to play like at 3:00 in the morning with the lights off, right? Like it's it's pretty scary.
Totally.
Yeah,
I figured it'd be a good one to save for a Halloween stream.
yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah. Okay, let's do some Danny Souls. Ulasals botnet, Danny is downright, or is it just Danny is down horrendous? I think that might mean downright horrendous. So, you know, it started. I mean, anyway, David H says, Danny, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I feel like I've let people down this week. I'm feeling the heat, to be honest. Was it that bad? I mean, was it actually that bad? I don't remember it being that bad. I thought I did quite well, didn't I?
You were just fighting the
gargoyles. I think.
gargoyles, and yeah, your first attempt was really good. After that, you kind of, you didn't do so good.
Fell apart.
You literally would walk through the fog door, and you just kept getting like instant hit, and then you refused to sprint or roll. You just like would walk through it and be like, "Look, it's happening," and I'd be like, "Yeah, you're not doing anything to make it not happen." So I think we'll have to work on that.
Oh boy. The Darkest Dragon. Use your shield wall and then counter strike like a great Spartan. Just simplify your buttons to R1 swing, L1 to block, and then whatever your Estus button is. When you get better, start adding more buttons as you go, and then when you have it down, rolling and parrying are great skills, but you should not overload yourself in commands. The only mistake I think Zach has made since the start of this is as a coach, is he wants you to play the proper way, too fast, like two-handing and rolling. New players should only focus on blocking, especially when you don't have much knowledge on invincibility frames. By holding up your shield more as a new player, it protects you from a lot of mistakes compared to rolling and two-handing being defenseless. I do really enjoy all these videos, and thank you so much for making them. I don't know. I mean, you look triggered by that.
No, I've got an issue. I don't know if it's figuring itself out or it's whatever, but I'm just gonna walk out real quick, and you got that. You can read a couple.
No worries. I'll carry on. I'll carry on.
Okay.
And now, the end is near. Zachary Bell in the chat. You started off good and slowly fell to us. No, it's true. My head went on episode 8. That's definitely true. But if you remember, if you watched it, Dark Page, it was basically just me fighting gargoyles for the whole thing. Simon DG has already made $50 with a Brave browser. Have you actually made $50? Do you make that much? Because the way James was describing it, he was making like 7 cents a month or something daft like that.
For a little bit. Jesus Christ. Yes, talking.
It's now Zach's turn to have
Holy
some
fucking shit.
technical issues. Are you okay there, Zach?
Excuse me.
Okay.
Like that is literally like one of the most like wow moments. Whew.
Are you there?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't sure if you were talking to me or someone else. Like, today's gone wrong in so many ways from a technical point of view, I have to say.
Yeah.
Pelagius says, Danny does so much damage, it's disgusting. I love it. I do love that Claymore, I have to say. It's great. Regarding lock-on, initially it's like training wheels to make it easier to learn the combat. Later on, you shouldn't need it, and you have to unlearn it. You shouldn't have to completely unlearn it, but not completely rely on it. Now, what may help, as bizarre as it may sound, is if you're comfortable with the mouse and keyboard, then use them. Remaster has a decent mouse support. I'd recommend to map the bumper and trigger actions to the mouse. While you lose the fancy omnidirectional movement, you can still control movement direction quite well, and on top of that, you get, in my opinion, much easier access to the moves and tools you have, and you get better camera control. PS, death number 38, I lost 4,800 souls. Nice. What do you think about keyboard and mouse? Because I'm not keen on trying.
I tried it the other day. It was awful. I mean, you'd have to do a lot of mapping probably for different actions. I would not. No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
it does control better than what I recall, like the control of the mouse, the fluidness, but no.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that concerns me is just switching up my entire controller mechanism halfway through. You know, I'm just getting used to the controller. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I switched to keyboard and mouse, that would be a bit of a backward step. Brion says, Flipsider in the chat says, don't do it. So fair enough. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it. Pelagius is just trying to trick me, right? Anyway, Brion says, I like how omnidirectional movement is, quotes, fancy. Yeah, why would you want to move in any direction? Having the equivalent of a D-pad where you can only move in 4 directions in 3D space is fine. Totally fine, guys. So I think these two just get into a bit of a very long slanging match about the pros and cons of using keyboard versus controller. So we won't read every single one, but yeah, TLDR, I think the majority of people seem to think I should stick with the controller. And Pelagius really, really wants me to switch to mouse and keyboard. I wonder whether Pelagius is just, playing the troll game. I wonder if he just wants me to switch to keyboard and mouse just to make things even more of a disaster than they already are. Because even in my head, I don't see how keyboard and mouse can possibly be better than using a controller for a game like Dark Souls. I just don't see how that works.
Some people, I think, they make things work. Or it's the way they just learned it. And yeah, anyway.
Yeah, do you know what they call those people? People who don't own a controller.
People who eat ramen noodles.
Oh, no, don't go there. I'm not saying that they can't afford a controller. I'm just saying that they don't own one. Some
A
people
PC.
yeah. Some people use keyboard and mouse for everything. Yeah, I mean, I've played people in Rocket League who've been trying to play Rocket League with a keyboard and mouse, and these people like there are certain I understand like the whole PC Master Race keyboard and mouse, like for shooters and things like that. But like there are games where you shouldn't use a keyboard and mouse, frankly, and I feel like Dark Souls is one of them. Isaac Sims says, this is pretty rough so far. I'm only halfway through the video. It's understandable since it's your first walkthrough, though. Some simple basic pointers. If you want to be a tank, go all in with your heaviest armor. Just realize that it takes rolling completely off the table and you will need to start using the shield on your back a lot more. But it's a viable way to beat the game. But I like the mid roll. I don't want to switch to the heavy roll. But what he's basically saying is don't roll at all and just use the shield instead, right? But I don't use the shield.
Yeah, right. It's kind of a...
Which is
but maybe things will change. Who knows?
Okay. I think you know what I think we should do, Zach? I think we should set some, like, for each episode, we should set a rule. So for this episode, my play style is heavy armor,
yikes.
No rolls, have to use the shield. And then and then the next episode you enforce a different set of rules. So now it's light roll, don't use the shield. And then by the time we've experimented, like forcing me to do it in specific ways, I can decide which one I actually like. Because at the moment I'm all over the place, right? I'm just trying different things constantly.
Trying all sorts of different things.
Number 2. You aren't picking opportune times to heal, as Zach says. Wait until after you've blocked or dodged a combo before you heal or retaliate. Number 3.
Yeah, you'll start to get better. No, I think you'll get better at that. It is just a matter of getting the attacks down. Been watching, as you know, Morgan and James's playthrough, so I'm learning a little bit of things that I see that you kind of do that James does that I'll try to prevent or be helpful in that area of telling you what to do.
Was this
when to roll, locking on, and such.
Yeah. Was this the episode where we had the new controller gimmick on it? Or is that the next one?
Yeah, that's the next one, I think.
Is that the next one?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one releasing because I'm going to get a lot of heat in the comments once they see the button pressing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Actually, I might be thinking about that episode mostly in my head. But...
Yeah.
Well,
basically, I mean, it's not a spoiler because it's just like a feature, but we've added we've added a feature whereby you'll be able to see in real time the buttons that I'm pressing on the controller on a little diagram in the corner. And I watched the footage back, and basically, you guys are going to hate me. Like, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Like, I'm talking about, it's like watching like strobe lights going off. It's just like buttons are getting pressed all over the place, and it's like I even shocked myself. I looked back at it and I thought, "Fuck, is that what I'm actually doing? This is bad." So anyway, number 3. Remember, you can always sprint away to create space. This is very important in fights where spacing is key. Number 4. If you want to dodge instead of tank, like with tanking, you need to go in all the way. So you can't do it in half measures. You need to have either as much on as you can, or you need to take it off and have the fast roll. That's all I've seen to comment on so far. Listen to Zach. If he says something, the chances are he's right. Fair enough.
Oh.
The Dark Genius says, "Hey, we warned you, Danny, that you'd eventually have to learn how to fight not locked, especially since you're using a heavier weapon, which tend to work better unlocked and with more manual control." See, I don't recall those warnings. I just remember 7 episodes of people constantly shouting at me to lock on, and now all of a sudden people are saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be locking on. Don't lock on anymore. Locking on."
There were 1 or 2 people for sure that were pointing out that, yeah, you're gonna learn one thing and then be, having to unlearn that. And one of them was the locking on and manual control.
In that case, I apologize. I think maybe I must have just been paying so much attention to the people telling me to lock on that I just assumed those comments were. I don't know, but I don't remember that. Kamikaze, if you want to practice dodging or iframes, get into a fight with an enemy, preferably a new enemy, and just focus on dodging their attacks or parrying, and not attack at all until you can dodge successfully at least 60% of the time. Not to spoil anything, but this is something the game will teach you indirectly and will be an extremely easy to learn during a particular boss fight if it doesn't trigger your gamer rage first. LOL. I have to admit, the iframes thing, I'm struggling to get that down. Like we did a bit of practice, I think. Was it in this episode? I don't want to spoil it.
It's the next one a little bit, I think.
Okay.
Or we'll dabble more in that for sure. We definitely need to.
Dangerous87, this doesn't apply to the boss, but you definitely want to use that lunge or poke attack mode with the claymore. That's true. I don't use that. I don't use the lunge or the heavy attack as often as I should, right? I definitely should.
Well, because the lunge is a one-handed strong attack, so that means then you would have your shield out actually, and that's why you're trying to. You still have to get that figured out. Swapping from two-handing to one-handing. You're still figuring it out.
Do you have like a bird or something, or is?
Yeah, there's some gnarly birds outside. Yeah,
Nice.
They're all kind of waking up, I guess.
Very good range to catch them as they're running towards you. It's great to use in tight corridors where you keep swinging and hitting the walls. Okay, that's fair. For the first gargoyle, just stay on his tail and kill him before the second one comes. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to do. It's just doing that, right? If you find yourself in front of him like you did a few times, do not fight him face to face or heal in front of him. Just sprint back to his tail. Yeah, that's probably the thing that I'm not doing, which I really should be. And like Zach was saying, you also want to manually keep your camera on him without locking on, which will help you see if there's an attack coming and dodge it. You do a shite load of damage against them, so as soon as you get your head around the controls, it'll be quick and easy. Okay. I hope so. I can't wait until I beat these gargoyles because, like, frankly, they're driving me insane. But Tim People says, I hope that Danny gets to rewatch this episode once he gets good. You'll get it, man. It takes time to learn this game. Hell, I rage quit at the Taurus Demon boss on my very first playthrough and had to search on YouTube how to play it. It was at that time that I first found GameFront back in the day. Oh, bless you, Tim. So you learned the wrong way.
Yeah.
Pretty early on. Mitch, James, and Zach all helped me through this game all those years ago. Great to see this content. Danny, you're bringing smiles and laughter to the fans, my friend. Oh, GG. Thank you. Keep pushing on, and you're having a blast in no time. I mean, despite how frustrating it is, I do enjoy the game, right? Like, it is fun to do it. So, I mean... Maybe the gargoyles a little bit less so because they're pissing me off so much. But, I mean, overall, I do enjoy it. So that's the main thing, right?
Yes, that is the main thing. I'm glad you're liking it. And also the fact of, I mean, with our Sekiro playthroughs, I want us to pick that up too again. Because I do think those together will really get you ingrained into the FromSoft realm as the birds in the background decide to chime in.
I mean, I was really enjoying the last live stream of
Sekiro. Shiny.
They want you to drop something shiny, those birds. That's a Dark Souls reference.
What was it? I was really enjoying the last live stream of Sekiro we did because I feel like, well, I beat 2 bosses, we made progress and stuff. Like I was getting into it.
And James, I'm pretty sure, does summon Solaire on the fight. So, not to say that, or everything's competing with James, but...
So is that something I could do to help?
Well, yeah, but you don't want to. You're going to beat him solo.
What's the downside of doing that?
You have an extra hand. Someone comes and helps you.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that?
Exactly. That's what's wrong with it.
You're
a big boy, Danny.
Come on, you should. Well, maybe, but
you don't got no baby bottom.
I mean, I just like if the game gives you help, then I mean, everybody should accept help from time to time. Like, only a fool refuses help, right?
Yes, true.
Jays1618. This is a very long comment, which I think I will read.
Jeez, Louisiana.
I mean, I can
Give us the cliff notes. I mean,
okay. So comment 28 saying loving the video and the interactions. Thank you. Danny, I think you probably thought you couldn't sprint on the roof against the gargoyle because you were locked on the entire first attempt when you were trying it. So you can't sprint when you're locked on. Is that a thing? That would make a lot of sense.
I think you can sprint when you're locked on. It's just, I don't know.
I might experiment
while,
with that,
I guess.
because if you can't sprint when you're locked on, that's a revelation, because that might explain why I keep thinking
That's a revelation. That's going to be the game changer in Danny's world all of a sudden. out of this small dissertation that Jazz 1618 has left us. Just so you know, I'm working on my
manifesto, and it's my Dark Souls memoirs.
My college term paper that I've been working on.
Oh boy, someone should write a paper on Dark Souls. Or someone should write a paper on James trying to learn Dark Souls and how it's taken him 10 years to make no progress.
That needs to be written on.
That's a scientific research paper right
there. That's how someone gets driven mad, trying to understand it.
One of the key reasons people suggest learning to unlock for this fight is because when you're locked on, the only direction you can sprint is straight forwards. So I can't sprint away, which is why okay. Any other direction forces you to do a slow back step or a side step. So turning around and sprinting in the opposite direction is important for this fight, especially during phase 2. So you'll soon get used to locking on and off on the fly based on what the situation calls. That is helpful. Honestly, that is helpful. I feel like trying to sprint away, being locked on, may be a mistake I've made. One more.
Yeah, but yeah.
No, what were you going to say?
No, that's it. That's all I was going to say.
Okay, I felt like there was a but, and then like some criticism coming my way, but
no, probably.
One more mechanic tip, just in case it doesn't get addressed later. The optimal time to heal is not immediately after the boss hits you, because you're in a I just got hit animation. It takes about as long as your enemy's attack to recovery animation. Okay. The ideal times to heal, these are the things that I need to know. Sprint away and make sure there's enough distance between you or the enemy. Sophomore attack, so stand at weapon's length from the enemy and bait them to attack you while you're rolling backwards or just backstepping with regular. And then sprint away and while they recover, and then you're guaranteed to have safe time to heal. Okay, that makes sense. And then advanced tactics, use a single diagonal dodge roll forwards plus your enemy's side as they attack. Right after the enemy whiffs an attack, you can either heal or attack them yourself. Your dodge animation will be faster than their attack recovery animation. True for most attacks on bosses, but not necessarily every single attack. E.g. sometimes they have... This is like brackets within brackets. You're going all in here, Jays. Fuck me. E.g.
As if you're going to retain all this. And imagine if I was telling you this while you were fighting, how much would you have actually absorbed?
Well, this is why I said this is something to read before the next recording, right? But definitely,
yeah.
Number 1 and number 2, I understand, so I'll definitely be doing that. Number 3, is a bit much, but I'll reread it before the video. But yeah, so while they're still recovering from the attack they missed, you'll have a lot of time to heal. Just pay attention to the various types of attacks that your opponents can't do. Since some will have a faster recovery than others as the game progresses, as you'll learn to grasp. Edit. Finish the video, Danny, and I think your undying love for this game will come to roost after you beat this boss or the next. Zach is right that it will feel so good once you beat these bosses. I will be ecstatic when I beat the gargoyles, honestly. I understand that. The feeling is like crack. Is it, Zach? Because you know the difference, right?
Yeah, I know the difference. I know what crack's like. It's so tasty. Had to give it up though. It was causing me to lose my teeth, and I need Taco Bell. I need teeth to eat Taco Bell. No, you don't actually. Well, throw it in a blender.
In a blender, you'll be fine. I mean, the contents of the taco is mostly blended anyway, right? I mean,
I was gonna say, you know what? Crack, I'm coming back.
The taco is just the spoon. You just scoop the stuff, the filling into your mouth. Job done.
The crack, scooping the crack with my tacos.
Well, you could scoop crack with the taco, or you could scoop the taco. Yeah, you could empty the Taco Bell, and then you could just scoop. Yeah. Well, anyway, moving on. Before,
Late in the taco shell.
before we get banned from YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. These particular buses force you to learn mechanics of locking on and off, etc. Okay. No, that is useful advice, Jays. I appreciate all that. Thank you very much. Brion, I like that little philosophical discussion at 1716. Why do enemies get to respawn? Danny, you also get to respawn. But I'm the player. Maybe they think that they are players too. Danny, we're all players in our own minds, aren't we? But maybe to everyone else, we just look like NPCs. Or maybe it's just a video game and the enemies respawn so that it doesn't get too easy and so that you can actually grind. That might also be the reason why. Yeah, I think we went too deep on that conversation.
Yeah, but then there's Dark Souls 2 where the enemies only get to live 10 times.
Oh, right, really? Sure. Is that true? So after the 10th kill, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's 10.
That's interesting on two levels because one, you can actually like grind an area out so it becomes easy for the future, but also you kind of capping your grinding ability, right? So you can only grind so far and then you have to move on somewhere else.
Yeah. You can only grind so far. Okay, see, I fucked up the melody. But that was the Linkin Park song that Morgan was trying to sing the other day. I came so far to lose it all. Something doesn't really matter. Crawling in the Dark? Is that song?
I know the song. I know the song that you're on about. I just don't remember the name of the song. I'll be honest. I probably haven't listened to Linkin Park since it was, since watching MTV in the early 2000s. Like, I can't
since
say
the Transformers movies.
Exactly.
Movies.
Flipsider in the chat says that apparently it was a controversial choice in Dark Souls 2 to only allow 10 kills of an enemy and then they go forever.
Mm.
I like that idea. I don't think that's a terrible idea, but I'm still quite new to Dark Souls, so hey ho.
Hi ho, I'm off to Dark Souls I go. I've only played the first one for a bit.
But now I am an expert.
Yeah, just like my friend James Heaney. There's James Heaney with a pickaxe in his head. Let's go mine, Danny.
Oh boy. Kamikaze, be proud of how much you learn every time you die. I think that's the problem though, Kamikaze. The last 10 deaths, I probably haven't learned a thing. That's the issue. That's what makes...
Also a approach to life that only Buddhists can take.
Yeah, exactly. Not a good idea in actual life to learn lessons by dying. But anyway, it lets the player grow at their own pace. I guess so. Dark Page, Danny, with humanoid enemies, it's best to just hold your shield up and circle them to do a backstab. No, that's humanoid. Regular enemies don't do the same with NPC invasions. Okay. And then Jay's, because, Jay's hadn't written enough down here. Jay's is back with more. One tip about locking on in regard to the crystal lizard that kept getting away from you. That goddamn crystal lizard. I hate the fact that I cheesed the first crystal lizard. And, every single time I've come across one since, it's just gotten away from me every single time. Like, it's awful. If you don't look on, then when your character attacks on the Z-axis, it's usually based on where you're pointing your camera. So if you do a sideways slash, it'll just be whiffing over the top of the crystal lizard because it's so low to the ground. I mean, I think I've kind of figured that out. But yeah, point taken.
Yeah.
And then another comment about a tip about blocking and stamina management. Since you had your shield guard broken in your final death of the video, shields have a stat called stability that determines how much stamina you'll lose when blocking an attack. More powerful attacks will drain more stamina, but the higher the shield's stability stat, so upgrading at the blacksmith will boost that stat, the less stamina you'll lose while blocking. In Dark Souls 1, if you're blocking an enemy attack, the stamina drain from that attack would drop your stamina to below 0, so you'll still take damage from the attack. I don't remember if you take 100% of the attack damage or just a percentage based on how much stamina you used up during the block. But if you see you are basically at almost 0 stamina, holding a shield to block an incoming attack is free damage for your enemy. Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's kind of why I prefer to dodge through a roll than use the shield as well, though, because like I do feel like if I've maybe that's what it is, I'm running out of stamina, but I do feel like sometimes even when I'm holding the shield up, that it's not as effective as you know I really need in that situation.
Because you're not really taking into account how much stamina you have and lose while you're blocking with a shield. Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically. My stamina management is still piss poor, basically, is what I'm saying. And until I learn to manage it better, I shouldn't be, draining it with shield usage and other things. But Dark Page says, Danny, I've not touched Remastered for 2 years, but your playthrough has inspired me to play it again. I'm glad to be an inspiration.
You are an inspiration to all.
I don't think I should be.
Everyone's going to do 24-hour Sonic marathons.
Harkenman Design says, I can't even beat a little tree man. Jason Statham, 2021. Oh, boy. Our Young Hero says, I like when Danny read a message that said tough enemy ahead. Took a moment to register that it was a tough enemy ahead. Immediately died and then yelled he caught me by surprise. I had no idea he was there. Did that actually happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Shake Egg said he channeled his inner James Heaney. I can't believe I actually did that. That's pretty embarrassing. Quite funny though. But I mean, yeah, Jesus. Okay. Clearly I wasn't operating on full cylinders there. And then finally, someone called Zacchi's IRE Al.
It's a tricky name. It's real tricky.
Yeah, so whoever this guy is, I've never seen him before on the channel. But thank you guys so much for continuing to watch. It brings a smile to my face. Let's get ready for that charity stream. Well, that's already happened, so thank you.
Yeah.
Gamerworld.net says, thanks for making the content. Don't tell James, but I'm starting to enjoy the Zach Danny duo more. Oh, boy.
At least we know James will never hear this.
I know.
Or see this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens when you don't stick around and just waste an hour of our time just trying to fix a fucking webcam. I'm quite angry about that myself now, And then I'm going to give you an auto reply to that.
Thanks. Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Perfect. It makes a lot of sense.
And then did you write this comment? I'm guessing, or
I must have. I usually would tag it with my own name, but yeah.
I'll read it anyway. Danny acts as if he truly got down locking on and then finds a knight who he refuses to lock on.
I do remember this.
Do you see what I'm dealing with? Okay.
Yeah, you're talking literally about locking on, not needing to.
So like after all of this locking on now. Oh yeah, I remember this actually, yeah.
And then you come up to a knight and you basically just start whiffing at that Baldur knight up the stairs, and you don't lock on, and it's just like, okay, you didn't need to do it quite yet, but
you just skip to the Baldur knight.
You're not gonna be able to probably skip.
What we should do for the yeah,
there we go.
Oh
no,
oh yeah, is it the guy on the stairs basically that I just yeah. Fantastic. I literally said, just listening to the audio, I literally said the word locking on about 7 times in a row.
Yeah. And then this guy's going to come behind you and you continue to.
Oh, shit. I should watch these back, you're right, because I don't actually realize how bad I am in the heat of the moment.
Heat of the moment, yeah.
I'm pretty terrible at this game, actually, looking at this.
You're getting better.
Oh boy. Well, there we go. That's another one in the bag. Just to catch up with the chat, Healer223, the Heen of the moment. The Heen of the moment, exactly.
In the Heen of the moment.
Everyone has a Heeny moment in their life, that's true. It's just how many Heeny moments. It's cutting them down, that's the thing. It's easy to miss stuff like that. People give James a hard time, but everybody who streams these games has moments like that. Fair enough. Cool. I mean, I guess there's just enough time to see what Morgan's up to in our usual weekly. Oh no, he doesn't do that anymore. He's turned it off.
Nope. They find another room to do it.
They've cottoned onto our sneaky.
Little peeping Tom.
Yeah, just checking up what Morgan's doing at the end of the videos. Cool. Have you got anything you want to plug or chat about? Or...
Nope. No, I don't think so.
Sweet. Cool. That's what I like. I hate it when James comes on and he just spends 20 minutes plugging Alchemy this, and then he spends another 10 minutes plugging like some show that he's got tomorrow night at the, what is it?
Yeah. Bear Supply this Wednesday, you guys.
Yeah, Bear Supply. Oh, what is it? The West Side Comedy
Theater.
You know, I mean, the amount of checks that I should really have received for all of these plugs. Anyway, no, I'm only joking.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. We'll